Thanks very much, Sam. Welcome to your Thursday night. It is selection night, and you know what happens normally sometimes out there in the burbs is you get a player that just can't make Monday's training, you know, got too much on. Then, you know, perhaps Tuesday, it's normally your heaviest session, or the rest of it, it's still feeling a bit crook. But Thursday night, selection night, they just rip out onto the track. They're running on top of the ground looking $1 million. Welcome, Rowey. How are you, mate?
That's probably
you
me.
are Thursday night selection night specialist.
Well, it was my favourite day of the week. I used to be a bit cold on a Tuesday, and you're right, Wednesday was nothing. That was work day.
Back into it.
I do feel like that, but I woke up yesterday morning and only a squeak was coming out my mouth.
You've got some issues. We know that.
Well, it'll be all right. This could be the norm, but anyway, I say to people, it gives you a break from me.
You're doing us a favour. Is that what you're saying?
That's the sort of guy I am.
You are.
You're
a giver.
Cutting you some slack.
You are a giver.
That's
There's
exactly
no doubt
right.
about that. In your absence, though, there was lots of chat, and we had Nathan Van Berlo on.
I did like that chat. Now, who was that bloke from North Adelaide that was texting in?
Kept texting in. Stephen from North Adelaide just kept on texting in and asking questions, and we had to keep... and it was good. He gave us all the ones you were keen on too. So, you know, Dan Curtin, Toby Murray being used off the bench for 38 minutes and all that business. So tried to answer all that. It may have perhaps stimulated something, to be honest with you.
Well, in fairness, we've all been whacking on about it for some time. So maybe the pennies dropped. It's Essendon on a Sunday. They're peanuts. They're like... cones. It's that easy. So let's just get... They got 4 weeks.
What chance are they?
They've got 4 weeks. They're no chance. They've got 4 weeks or 4 games to get it right. And starts with selection. It's about getting players into form. I'd love to see Archie back today. I know we're going to talk about it. They've got to build and rest the ones that need to. We're hearing Berry and maybe McAndrew. We'll get to that. Teams drop at 10 to 6. But they've got 4 weeks to get this right, because if they don't, it's bloody D-Day come finals.
Well,
they have to. It's huge, and they know it. They know it.
I asked VB last night, how do you now, post the Collingwood loss, how do you now go, okay, we want to try Curtin in the middle, we want to try this, you know, with our second ruck, we want to... And you got Essendon and Richmond, 17th and 18th. How do you actually know whether any of that is coming together? I reckon it's really difficult, because then you got Freo, which you'll know everything then when you play Freo over there. But I reckon it's a difficult task the next 2 weeks.
Well, it's not, and they've left it too late. Well, let's talk about Dan Curtin. I think most scribes, most people that know the game have been calling for him in there. He's done a whole pre-season in it. They've taken till, round 21 to even think about talking about. We still don't know if he's going to do it.
No.
I'd rather he have 2 weeks to work it out, because it's about the craft, it's about the pattern, it's about the time on ball, rather than throw him against Fremantle or wait to a final when we're 3 goals down in the third quarter. Hey, let's put Dan Curtin in there. No, it's perfect.
All right.
It's perfect.
Well, let's see.
But if you're going to do it, stick to it.
Yeah. We'll find out. We'll go to... This is Nixie talking about the Dan Curtin one.
Yeah, DC's definitely in the conversation. It's been one we've looked at for a while now. From Dan's point of view, it's about making sure he's ready and found his game. We've trialled it within games. He was fantastic in the pre-season. That seems to be all the commentary at the moment. But yeah, Dan's definitely one that if we don't have the availability through there, we've got some great options.
Dan's point of view, it's not Dan's point of view. What do you want? What's best for the team? Oh, it's Riley Philthorpe's point of view. No, it's not. It's your point of view. You're the bloody coach. Dan's point of view?
Well, let's hear Dan's point of view. He spoke on Channel 9 yesterday.
I mean, I trained there all pre-season, so it's definitely a role I feel like I'm ready for and I've got my head wrapped around. But at the same time, I have full trust in the coaches and they've got a great game plan. And yeah, they're really connected with us players too. So if the wing's what they want me to play, then I'm going to do that to the best of my abilities.
Of course he will.
Did you see me do that without my lips moving?
That was good.
Very good, Tim.
That was amazing.
Well, you got a touch of the ventriloquist.
Yes. Look, the last one is you've got some vision. You've definitely got some vision.
I'm before my time.
Have a listen to this.
Yeah, Ludo's one that's in the mix. I think there's a fair bit of excitement around what he's bringing, you know, the way he goes about his footy from his teammates, definitely from our coaching group about what we see. He's going to, you know, he's still an extremely raw young key forward. But, yeah, there's some football intelligence there. His attack on the ball is really strong. We're always mindful of the session that we've got ahead of us, making sure that we get that right and then sit down and sort of finalise. We don't play until Sunday, so we've got a bit still to work through. But I've got no doubt he's ready. I think he's enthusiastic about having a crack, and it'd be a good time for our group to inject some energy.
Well, this time last week, you predicted Archie Ludovic was going to make his debut.
Well, I was led to believe, my belief is, my understanding is, what an absolute admission to stuffing up selection last week. So this lad, Archie, misses out last week, should have played. Instead, they put Finbar Maley in there. Now, I'm not going to knock Finbar Maley, but, I mean, give me a spell. A kid that's coming up or a bloke that's done it before, and nothing against Finbar. He had a crack, but I think he was the lowest-rated player on the field. I mean, we could see that with Toby Murray playing 34%. That is an absolute admission. They stuffed that up. Now, Archie didn't play last week. No sample player played last week.
That's right.
And now he comes in. Look, I'm glad he is, but 1 week too late. That is ridiculous.
Yep. Anyway,
I'm embarrassed.
Yeah, well, you had to apologise last week for your early crow, but now you got it right.
Well, I'm not going to claim. Let's do this. If he is debuting, well done, Archie.
If he is.
Well done, Archie. Well, we've got Rowey O'Brien in. He'll give us the wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
But we love debutants. Boy, he wasn't played last week's got me stuffed.
We'll see what happens there. Port Adelaide, we know they've had a problem with accuracy this year. Well, probably the last 5 years. It hasn't been good, probably since Jay Schulz disappeared. So it's been a real problem and one that's lost them games this year. There's no doubt about that. Now, Jason Horne-Francis was asked about it on Triple M, and he spoke about what they did last year with a mindset coach.
We focused with our performance mindset person last year, which was Dave Stevens. Last year we did a few things with him, and he was out with us while we're doing our set shots and was speaking to us about that kind of thing and what we're thinking about before we're about to kick a set shot. Everyone's different. You know, some people might obviously be a bit nervous, and some people might be saying to themselves that they want to take this kick and they want to take this moment on, and you know, that's the kind of things that I think we need to be saying to ourselves. But it's definitely a thing we need to work on. Like, you know, you see the Crows all the time. They're taking shots from the boundary and they're slotting, and it's a big momentum builder and pressure reliever kind of thing when you can kick a goal like that.
My thoughts initially are, get the mechanics right first. I'm all for getting the mind right, but the routine must be the first thing. Get the physical routine happening and get that absolutely into the subconscious. Then I've got no problems with somebody coming in like that and saying, you know, what now? What's the thought process? What are you thinking and the like? Because if you've got that very good routine happening, you'll only need a small portion of the mindset. The actual routine, you'll be so confident in it that you'll go back and you'll do it like clockwork. My read on that is it's talent and technique, then you get the routine, and then you get the mindset coaching. You're right. So I don't think it's got anything to do with talent. Horne-Francis can kick a goal. Mitch Georgiades can kick a goal. Once you start alluding to it is between the ears, that bloke that you bring in between the ears better be bloody good. Yeah, because you're starting to highlight it. Yeah. So this minute you get there and you go, oh, God, I've got to kick this because I know we're going to be watching this 20 times on the... Nah, I'm not a fan of that. If you just went and said, right, don't get too close to the man on the mark and sacrifice distance for accuracy, pick something out, I bet you they start kicking more accurately. Just 2 tips like that. Well, as simple as that.
It's clearly a problem, isn't it?
It is.
And they've highlighted it. And when you highlight something, what happens? You know when you've got a scab on your knee?
Yeah, I do.
And you just bang it every time, don't you?
Because it's there.
But because you notice it's there. It's raw and it's sore and you notice it. That's what they've done. They've picked off a scab.
Yeah. Look, they're playing the GWS, who are very inconsistent, but here's Horne-Francis on them.
Big players and, you know, key to their team and talented players that are out, but they've still got a, you know, very talented list. Their back line's in good order with a few big names down there, and they're gonna have a crack through the middle of the ground, and which we're gonna have it up to us this week, and hopefully us boys can put together a 4-quarter performance like we, you know, probably did at the start of the year, and it's fallen away a little bit, but we know what they're like when they get their handball game going, and the tsunami, they're hard to stop. So we're just gonna have to try hold that momentum this week and see how we go.
Logan Evans out. He's having a shoulder surgery, so he's definitely out. We'll see who comes in for him. But yes, couldn't say there's too many left to to look at. But I still think it's fine to keep looking at blokes that haven't played. Give them a go.
I would.
So
4 games left. I reckon hold the tsunami back a little bit, but just let it have 5 minutes where it gets multiple goals. And it's a fighting loss and you still sit 15th. I just said what you're thinking. Just said what they're all thinking.
Commonwealth Games.
How good are they?
I said the other night when you were here about the Krusty the Clown giving away gold medals in 1984. You didn't know Russia had pulled out. We have absolutely smashed it. It is...
record already in that?
Record. We're talking in swimming, 36 gold. It's the most we've ever won.
Yeah, unbelievable.
It's just phenomenal. So I think, overall, 47 gold, 21 silver, 35 bronze. I mean... I'm
glad Gina Reinhardt's got big pockets.
Yeah, you're going to need a couple of utes to come in and pick these up.
She's paid out $1.2 million to the swimmers.
How
Put it
good's
this
that
way,
for swimmers?
when they come home, they're going to be done for excess baggage.
Okay. Well,
that's going to weigh the 747 down.
They'd want to hope that they gave Gina an ABN number because Mr. Taxman might be sitting at the terminal as well.
But, so we're flying through there. Some of the track and field's been really great to watch as well. I've really
I've enjoyed
that. Yeah. So it's great they're coming on. We had a text, I think, fly in earlier, said, wouldn't it be great to have that in Adelaide? It's big infrastructure costs, and that's why Glasgow had a few years earlier.
And Melbourne pulled out.
So Melbourne pulled out, of course. They were looking to do all sorts of weird things regionally and all sorts of things. But I think...
Just pay your debt, Melbourne.
The one thing about it is, now we got Mike Turner on. He's coming on for Where Are They Now? He was in probably, I reckon, the best Commonwealth Games I saw, which was Brisbane in 1982. That was an amazing... Hopefully he feels the same way, but it was an amazing...
Carried the flag in Edinburgh. That was a good one.
Correct, he did too.
He won
that
gold,
was
4,000.
That was the next one. Yeah. So, it'll be a good chat, and I'll look forward to that. Of course, went on to create the tour down under.
He's a ripper.
That'll be an absolute ripper.
Love Mike.
Our Reds are on. You weren't here last night, but we spoke to Pana Kikianis last night. He's obviously playing for us. We're taking on South Melbourne, which is over there, which is Ange Postecoglou's old club. So playing them in the first cup game. If we beat them, we keep going to the round of 16. So
South Melbourne can't win.
Well,
and we
don't
can't lose.
say that now. See, now we're in trouble.
Don't you're not playing the clouds.
Yeah, exactly. But just be careful. Now, a young man that came in here when we were doing draft week, and it was building up to the draft and all the rest of it. Young Central District's prospect, and he played league footy for Centrals. Came out of the under-18s. Aidan Schubert got drafted.
Yeah.
After we spoke to him.
Yeah.
Went to Hawthorn.
Yes, he did.
He's making his debut this weekend.
Oh, well
so
done.
Congratulations to Aidan and the Schubert family.
A good debutant.
And
that's
a great
fair
story.
Team to crack into.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, not easy. We're talking Hawthorn.
Well, they're top 4.
Yeah. So, excellent result.
Well done, Aidan.
Now, a little story caught my eye, and I thought we'd get our listeners to join in here, 8223 0000, as you can hear the clicking in the background.
Yeah, this is a great story.
Well, a very stressful experience apparently has taken place in English cricket. And this is just sort of local cricket. The Saltburn Cricket Club has issued a statement after vision of Brian Devine seemingly clicking his fingers as the ball passes the bat.
So think of him
opposition
at first
players.
And then as it passes the bat,
and he goes, it's exploded on social media.
How's that?
So Devine was then dubbed Clicky Ponting.
Why Clicky Ponting?
Ricky Ponting, Clicky Ponting.
Oh, Stephen, you dick.
Yeah, so there we go. So while the
Clicky Ponting.
While many pundits accused him of blatant cheating,
well, that is cheating.
They've ended up suspending him indefinitely while they try and solve this drama.
So is it gamesmanship or dead set cheating?
That's what we want to know. And I thought...
See, sandpaper's cheating.
Yes.
But clicking a finger, I suppose that is.
Yeah.
God, there'd have to be some great football stories.
It's not in the spirit of the game, that's for sure.
There'd be great golf and cricket stories of cheating.
Well, I was thinking, tell us about when you got caught. When you got caught. Now, this bloke's been caught. He's been caught cheating, I reckon, click-handed. So he's out.
He's out. He got
indefinitely suspended and the like. So give us a
good stories.
When you got caught. So
you're umpiring the goals your son's under 10 team.
Oh, and you,
No, that's a point.
yeah.
Clear goal. No, that's a point. Out goes the one finger, it's not two.
But when
or
did you
you're
get
umpiring
caught?
your kids' cricket.
Yep.
Plum LB.
Yeah.
The castle's over. Nah, down leg
There's
side.
plenty of that.
Yeah.
Plenty of that. I'll tell you a quick story. When I got caught, I was in the nets at school, and year 8 or 9. Anyway, my mate, I cracked him straight down for a 4. And he wasn't happy with that, so he bowls full toss at my head. That was the way we used to solve problems. And so I ducked underneath it. And the coach said, hey, be careful, because one can slip. Anyway, the next ball, straight, beam ball again, straight at my head. Anyway, I ducked under it. All the rest of it started laughing. And the teacher, the coach, went ballistic at my mate. He said, do that again, you're out. Anyway, he bowled a full pad on my head again. So he said, you're out. I said, you can't kick him out. And he says, yes, I can. He's gone. You're out. So he's gone anyway. I said, well, if you're kicking him out, I'm going as well, because my mate Macca. So I start trudging across the oval, and I realised I still had the bat in my hand. So I take the bat, and off I go. I just keep walking with it. Anyway.
Oh, hello, Stuart Sarridge. Double scoop.
No, it was a Slazenger.
And it went in the cupboard drawer.
So no.
Never came back.
No, I sold it.
You That's even worse.
What was worse,
you sold it.
The teacher.
There's no eBay back then.
No, well, we did it at school.
Okay.
Anyway, packed the bag, all the rest. I sold it for $10. And
that's money back then.
In the bag, he's packed the bag. Noticed the Slazenger missing. He's lined us up and said, right, one of you has taken it. Now, there'll be no questions asked if it's returned. And Timmy, you're the captain. I want it returned to me, to the bag, and there'll be no questions asked, okay? I went, right.
I know where this is going.
Well, the bloke I sold it to, he was in the gang. Like, he was rough.
Oh.
Yeah. And I had to go and get the back off of him and...
Slip him back his 10.
Well, guess what happened? He charged me 15.
Hey, smart business.
He's made 50% and I've had to give the back and make out somebody else stole it.
Well, he's a captain of industry now. He's the CEO of BHP.
Oh, it was a classic. Tell us when you got caught.
8223 0000 on the back of Clicky Ponting, one of the great yarns of the year. 22 minutes after 4, your call's next.
Rowey and Timmy G, the FIVEAA Sports Show.
Well, it's that time of the year again where we're supporting the Hutt Street Centre and Catherine House with our Undie Drive, raising funds to provide clean underwear for those who are less fortunate.
A clean pair of undies is something we can often take for granted, and with winter well and truly here, there are some vulnerable South Aussies who desperately need our help.
And this year, there are more ways than ever to get involved, so keep listening to 5AA for how you can help, or head to 5AAandydrive.com.au to donate.
Massive supporters of local for over 50 years, McGain Real Estate, McGain Commercial, McGain Property Management, McGain.com.au.
5AA's Tech Talk with your host, Adelaide Tech Guy Richard Pascoe. Thanks to Harvey Norman Computers.
Thinking it might be time for a new phone? Maybe something that flips or folds? Pre-order the new Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 8, Z Fold 8 or Z Fold 8 Ultra at Harvey Norman and you'll receive a bonus $300 Harvey Norman gift card. Flip phones and fold phones are becoming very popular. Plus, pre-order the Galaxy Watch 9 or Galaxy Watch Ultra 2 and receive up to $250 in bonus gift cards. New phone, new watch, bonus gift cards. Sounds good to me. Hurry, the Samsung Galaxy Z Series gift card offer ends August 13th. The new Samsung Galaxy Z Series and Samsung Watch 9 Series now at Harvey Norman. Terms and conditions apply.
Check out this great offer at a Harvey Norman store near you.
A help company wouldn't just protect your car, it would protect it no matter who's driving. From nervous L-platers, weekend road trippers, to visiting interstaters. Join Australia's most trusted insurance brand. Call us on 132 132. NRMA Insurance, a help company. Excesses may apply. Refer to your certificate of insurance. Cover is subject to standard underwriting guidelines and policy terms. Always read the PDS. PDS and TMDs available from NRMA Insurance at nrma.com.au.
You've worked hard, raised families, built a life. Now it's your time. At Living Choice Flagstaff Hill Retirement Village, wellness and comfort aren't extras. They're every day. Retirement is your time to focus on living well by taking advantage of the magnesium pool, staying active in the gym, or unwinding in the cinema with friends. Here, luxury living meets lasting well-being with beautiful move-in ready apartments waiting for you. Discover the retirement you deserve. Book your tour today at livingchoice.com.au.
Bowel cancer waits for no one. It doesn't care if you're busy. It just continues growing. Bowel cancer takes more lives than breast, prostate or skin cancer. You can have it and have no symptoms. If you're aged 45 to 74, join the millions who've done the test. Because if found early, more than 90% of cases can be successfully treated. Bowel cancer waits for no one. Don't wait. Test now. It's free and easy to do at home. Search free bowel test.
Hi, Bronte Manuel from Toop and Toop. Toop and Toop has been named Australia's #1 large residential agency of the year at the Real Estate Institute of Australia National Awards. It's a proud moment and a reflection of more than 40 years helping South Australians buy and sell property with trusted advice, strategic expertise and exceptional results. As a family-owned agency, we're incredibly grateful to our clients and community for placing their trust in Toop and Toop since 1985. To learn more, visit toop.com.au.
35 years of down-to-earth family service, backed by modern premises, means you can rely on Pro Paint and Panel.
Rowey and Timmy G, the 5AA Sports Show.
26 minutes after 4, taking your calls on 8223 0000. When did you get caught on the back of this story the last 48 hours around Clicky Ponting over in the UK, who's been clicking at first slip? What a story it is at the moment. When did you get caught? $50 Powers voucher up for grabs. Here's traffic.
Afternoon, the RAA busy today, sorting out a couple of breakdowns. One at Holden Hill, North East Road near St Holmes Road. Another one at Trop Park, causing delays. Southern Expressway near Majors Road. And a burst water main slowing up proceedings tonight at Surrey Downs, Yatlavar Road near Golden Grove Road. Cameras, Martins Road, Parafield Gardens, and the North-South Motorway at Dry Creek. Power up Android at Telstra. Discover great deals on the latest Android phones and Australia's best mobile network. Visit Telstra today. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
We're going to Parkside. Peter.
G'day, fellas. How you going?
All right, all right. You heard us talking about Mike Turner.
Oh, have I got stories for you?
Here we go. Settle in.
Now,
Settle in.
We'll bring them up.
But hang on a sec. I need to give a bit of dirt on fucking Rowey. Sorry.
Oh, hang on, Pete.
Gee.
Pete, we get you back.
That was
Go. But don't use that swear word.
Hang on, let's just go to Charlie. We'll build some...
Oh, he won't swear again. It was a fortunate slip.
We'll build some delay up because that's not great from Pete. Let's go to Charlie, Happy Valley. Hi, Charlie.
Hey, it was a bit fruity. It was a bit fruity.
I used to drink with an old guy back in the 70s who was a former New South Wales Colts player, and he told me he or some other guy as a wicketkeeper used to have a rubber band around their glove. So when the ball would come past the bat, just pull on it and...
Oh.
Yeah, that's clever.
That's clever as well, Charlie.
Yeah.
Very clever. Wow.
Remember in the commentary box back in the day, they'd have a little hammer and a mallet, and that's the bat hitting the ball. And
very clever.
So he had that behind the stumps.
Very nice.
Now, Pete.
Keep that fruity stuff out.
Sorry, mate. Remember the football bodysuit, Rowey?
Oh, yeah, the lycra.
Lycra, yep.
Yep, made it PDR Sport, my business. And,
okay.
And Timmy,
Yes.
I remember you swapping a pair of Port Adelaide shorts with a mate of mine called Peter Montesi for some bike nicks.
Yeah. Yes, indeed.
Oh, you cheapskate.
We work together, Pete. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great bloke.
So, got a great story about Mike.
Go for it.
Righto. So, had this business called PDR Sport. We manufactured all the AFL jumpers, did Olympic outfits for the cycling for years and years and years. Mike romps into my factory, and I've known Mike a long time. We've been fellow cyclists. Charlie's Angels back in the day.
Oh, how good.
Right. So he romps into my factory with Stewie O'Grady's yellow jersey.
Right.
And he says, Rowey, I've got this idea for the Tour Down Under. He says, I want you to do a couple of yellow jersey samples and a polka dot jumper for the King of the Mountains, one for the Sprints jersey and one for the young rider.
Yeah.
I want them done next week. I'm making a present. He called a spade. And you can imagine being at the boardroom meetings with those public servants and Mike Turner telling him...
what's happening?
It's one of the greatest gifts to this state. It just keeps giving that TDU, and Stewie O'Grady's doing it now. We're going to speak to him. In business, you can pick two of these three, price, quality and delivery. So if you want it done today, well, you've got to pay for it.
Yeah.
If you want it done today and you don't want to pay much for the price, well, the quality's going to be a bit crap.
Yeah.
He asked for all three and got it. And he delivered.
Well done,
I
Pete.
look forward to speak to Mike. He's a legend.
That is important. Well, where are they now? Coming up at 5 o'clock. Next, we're going to speak to Callum Wilkie, co-captain, of course, of St Kilda and South Aussie. Big, really good cause that he's doing very shortly.
The 5AA Sports Show. Rowey and Timmy G. This is 5AA News. Always Adelaide.
Good afternoon. Mel Usher with the news headlines. Charges have been laid following yesterday's incident at Elizabeth East in which a police officer was allegedly stabbed in the neck. Poultry farmers and wildlife conservationists are on high alert after the first case of the deadly H5N1 bird flu strain in Victoria. Senate inquiry hearings into the federal government's proposed overhaul of the NDIS scheme resumed in Canberra today. And in sport, the Crows and Port will name their round 21 teams next hour. Now checking 5AA traffic.
G'day there at Holden Hill, a breakdown on North East Road near Sutholts Road. Trot Park, a breakdown on the Southern Expressway near Majors Road. Surrey Downs, a burst Watermain, Yatlavale Road near Golden Grove Road, and slow for works at Monopara West, Curtis Road near Ponderosa Road. Camera, Salisbury Highway, Dry Creek. Audi prices just got Audia across the sausage range. Save on snags like chicken, feta and parsley sausages, 500 grams, just $7.49. Audi. Good different. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
The 5AA forecast, cloudy tonight down to 7, cloudy tomorrow 15. Right now it is 14 degrees. We'll have more news at 5 on 5AA, always Adelaide.
Will Goodings with Stacey Lee. 5AA Breakfast.
Police Commissioner Grant Stevens.
Do you have an update on the status of this very brave officer who was stabbed in the neck?
Yes, I do. I visited Jessie late yesterday. She's in good spirits. A violent offender rushed at them. The officer who was with Jessie shot the offender and the offender has continued on and stabbed Jessie in the neck.
Oh, my goodness.
Will Goodings with Stacey Lee.
They're out there doing a job that none of us, quite frankly, are brave enough to do.
Weekdays from 6 a.m. on 5AA. Always Adelaide.
The things you value deserve the best protection. Your car, your tools, your weekend projects. Alpha Industries garages and sheds will keep them safe from rain, hail and the harsh Australian sun. They're made from genuine Australian BlueScope steel and our stock take sale is on now. South Australian owned and operated for over 40 years, Alpha Industries builds garages and sheds that work as hard as you do. Take advantage of our stock take sale on now. Ask for a quote today at alphaindustries.com.au.
This is the sound of a piping hot shower. Perfect if you get caught in the other kind, the cold, rainy kind. So for instant, continuous warmth, add gas to your new build. Natural gas feels like home.
Cup of tea, dear? The kettle's on. Would you like a cup of tea, love? Cup of tea, dear.
What? If you're concerned about hearing loss for a loved one, book an appointment with Can Do Hearing. candohearing.com.au. That sounds better.
As a South Aussie-based not-for-profit health insurer, Health Partners isn't just your health partner. We're your tooth-checking partner, hammy-stretching partner, chart-squinting partner. We're your bone-mending, script-filling, arch-lifting, giving, salad-suggesting, generous limit-giving, member-supporting, SA-loving partner. So for great value health cover, there's no better partner in health than Health Partners. Health insurance made human.
These days, $2 doesn't go far, but with the People First Community Lottery, it could. Get your $2 early bird tickets at communitylottery.com.au by midnight July 30 for a chance to win a Toyota Corolla Hybrid. T's and C's apply. 700,000 tickets available. SA Lottery licence number M15015.
Pop here. Hey, look, I just want to let you know that I'm writing my will. I know. I'm not carking it anytime soon, but thought you'd be happy to hear I'm leaving you the boat, mate.
Be like Pop. Write your legal will for free, online and done in minutes at everywill.com.au.
Every will, write your will for free.
Vehicle damaged? Remember 3 Ps. Pro Paint and Panel. They'll take care of everything, including insurance.
Rowey and Timmy G, the 5AA Sports Show.
25 minutes to 5. Mike Turner joining us for Where Are They Now at 5. We're going to speak to Sam Doherty as well, former Blue, and now he's got a new memoir out, so we'll speak to him about that. And Riley O'Brien in the studio in just over an hour's time at 5:50 when team selection drops for both the Crows and Power, and there'll be some changes for both sides.
A great fundraiser that you're going to love to get involved with. It's called Footy Colours Day. It's Fight for Cancer's Foundation's fundraising campaign, and it runs throughout September. So you can register your school, your sports club, your workplace or community group, and it's going to be at footycolorsday.com.au, and you'll help kids kick cancer.
Yeah, and it's a great message. Jack Gunston, Jack Crisp, Joyce Simpson, among others. And our next guest is St Kilda's co-captain. He's one of us from South Australia. 174 games. Hasn't that crept up?
Hardly missed one.
From a rookie. He's an unbelievable All-Australian best and first. Great lad. Callum Wilkie, welcome.
Thanks, Rory. Thanks, Timmy. Thanks for having me.
Anywhere where footy can be a vehicle to push something and fight cancer, well, wow, that's a good one. Tell us about this Footy Colours Day.
Yeah, definitely. You're dead right. And sport, brings everyone together in Australia. It's part of our culture. And, this is a cause, that's probably somewhat affected everyone. I think cancer's probably, affected everyone in some way, shape or form, whether that's a family member or something. Definitely has in my case. And then to see what these kids go through and what their parents and their lives, how much it gets disrupted, it is quite sad, but they need a lot of help because it just gets disrupted from the get-go, and they get taken out of schools, every life to come down and be near the hospitals that they've got to be near for treatment. So no, it's a great cause, and like I said, any day to sort of rep your footy colours, but this one's a very special cause.
Yeah, well, we've got Sam Doherty on. He's survived 2 lots of cancer. He's got a book out. Looking forward to that after 5 o'clock. But, Callum, not many families, you said, you're right, escape, I call it the Spanish dancer. It's not a sentence, it's actually a word. You just said then that you've got, not history, or you've got a story to tell around it as well. You want to share that?
Oh, yeah, 2 of my grandparents passed away with cancer. Mum went through breast cancer this year. She's, funnily enough, just come over to Melbourne after she finished treatment last week. So, they caught it early, which was great. And she only had to do a small stint of radiotherapy. But, yeah, like you said, it affects, everyone really in some way, shape or form. So, yeah, I'm thrilled to be an ambassador for this because there's obviously, connection for me. But, yeah, to see what these young families go through with their little ones, it's amazing, and to see the attitude and spirits that I've met a few of them, and to keep holding their head up high. But Fight Cancer does a great job in giving these parents accommodation to be near the hospitals. Because a lot of them are rural, and they have to come down, uproot their life, and spend a lot of time near the hospitals without properly working, so they can be near their kids while they're getting treatment. So it's a great organisation. Yeah,
Cal, it's actually, having been involved with the children's charity for some time, Little Heroes Foundation here in Adelaide, one of the big pressures upon the parents is exactly that, especially if they're regional, is one, they got nowhere to live. 2, that, something as simple as parking. It really does relieve a lot of pressure, especially when you're in the city trying to get to women's and children's hospitals and the like. So, and that the pressure upon marriages, there's a really high percentage, unfortunately, that break up through a period like that when you're dealing with a sick child. So there's so many elements to it that the Fight Cancer Foundation can actually help and assist when you're going through probably some of your toughest days.
Yeah, definitely. And we met a young family last night at the event, Jess and Jared, with their little Freddie, who wasn't able to come. But, they live 4 hours near the border of Victoria and SA, and they had to uproot their life to come be 2 hours towards Stawell, and now they spend most of their time in Melbourne near the hospital, and staying down at this accommodation which Fight Cancer provides. So
right.
You see those sort of stories, and so anything helps, and it's a great cause, and when you see it firsthand of what these families go through, it's quite amazing to see their attitude and the will that they still have and the fight that they have, and it's great to see.
Who got you involved, Cal?
Well, they reached out to me, and as I sort of spoke about, what Mum's gone through. It's I sort of haven't done a whole lot of, I guess, charitable work, and sort of really wanted to sort of push myself out there, because you can see the impact that us as AFL players can have on kids and people general in the public, and anything that we can do that can give a smile or make someone's day. And we just had a little one down at the footy club today at training who's going through leukemia, and the smile that we can put on their face for that brief period and get around them, it's priceless, and it doesn't take much time out of our day to make a little kid's dream come true of meeting an AFL player or their favourite players and favourite teams. So, yeah, it's not much skin off our back, and it's great to give back.
Yeah, well, don't underestimate the power of that, Callum, especially when they're quality guys like yourself and Jack and Jai Simpkin. I know there's others. Do you have kids? Are you married?
No, I'm getting married at the end of the year back in Adelaide, so just before Christmas. So, looking forward to that. So, yeah, once again, kids will be on the horizon. So it's sort of it does hit home to see what these young parents are going through, knowing I'll be one sooner rather than later.
Well, the thing with that is once you do have kids, that perspective just magnifies, and you think, God, how could that happen? So well done, Callum. Hey, just quickly, did you watch Kobe McDonald in that Gaelic football grand final? Because he's going to be one of you next year. I think you've got yourself a Cat B rookie there that's going to be a star.
Yeah, no, I keep hearing. I've seen a lot of the highlights and videos on the internet, and he came down to last year or whenever, and no, he's a ripping kid, and we're thrilled to have him. But yeah, he seemed like he tore it up there. It looked an amazing environment and unreal to play in. So hopefully he can bring that luck that he brought to Mayo, and he can lift our curse on our footy club.
Well, that was a 75-year curse. That's a real good one, Callum. I forgot about that. Hey, Wildcard, you a fan of it? You sitting tenth? Hey?
I mean, I must be now, considering we're sitting right in. I was obviously sceptical at first, but yeah, look, we've probably been a bit up and down this year, but yeah, it's all those four teams in there, sort of anyone can beat anyone on a given day, and it's an even competition, probably besides Fremantle these days. So, we've got still 4 games left to try and implement and cement a spot in that. And we probably, we lost some games early in the season that were probably frustrating, that we could have easily got the job done, but, could have, would have, should have, doesn't get you anywhere in this business. And, we've, been thereabouts against some of the good teams and let periods in the game just sort of get away from us and let them kick on top. But, we're building sort of nicely. Like, we've had a couple of games which have been a bit poor, the Geelong and Hawthorn game, but other than that, we've been really consistent throughout the game. But it'd be nice to knock off a good team. We've got Sydney this week. Nearly should have got them done up there last kick of the day, which hurt us. But we're looking forward to it.
And the State of Origin, it's back 3 years, locked in, and a couple of big games for South Australia, WA next year and the Vics after that. Would you be keen to put on the strip?
Could be the captain.
Could be the first.
I think Jordan Dawson probably gets that job. But, if I got picked, I would be absolutely thrilled. Like, it was all we wanted to do when we were teenagers is just play state footy and play for SA. And I was lucky enough to win the Nationals in under-16s and under-18s. So that was awesome to be a part of. Yeah, I'd love to rep the SA jumper. It would be a great experience.
Well, mate, you're doing a great job on and off the field. We really appreciate your time. Keep it going, mate, and all the best in the upcoming weeks.
Thanks, Rowey. Thanks, Timmy. Thanks for having me.
Good man.
That's Callum Wilkie.
He's a ripper.
He's the captain of St Kilda, and I think for a good reason there. And I'd love to see him playing state footy next season as well. So Footy Colours Day is a Fight Cancer Foundation's fundraising campaign. Just go to footycolorsday.com.au and help kids kick cancer.
Could he be the captain of the state team as well? It's interesting. We look forward to that next year. 14 minutes to 5 on this Thursday. We're going to speak to a young Giants midfielder. Next, here's traffic.
Afternoon at Holden Hill, a breakdown Northeast Road near Sutholts Road. Another breakdown at Trott Park causing delays. Southern Expressway near Majors Road and a smash at Linden Park. Port Rice Road near Mariner Street, seeing solid delays through there, the Savo. Manupara West, crash getting cleaned up there. Curtis Road near Ponderosa Road. And a camera, Elizabeth Way. Elizabeth, there's more ways to go electric with Toyota. With hybrids, plug-in hybrids and battery electric vehicles, the power is yours. Search Toyota Electrified. Oh, what a feeling. Toyota. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
Rowey and Timmy G, the 5AA Sports Show.
5AA's Tech Talk with your host, Adelaide Tech Guy Richard Pascoe. Thanks to Harvey Norman Computers.
Thinking it might be time for a new phone? Maybe something that flips or folds. Pre-order the new Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 8, Z Fold 8 or Z Fold 8 Ultra at Harvey Norman and you'll receive a bonus $300 Harvey Norman gift card. Flip phones and fold phones are becoming very popular. Plus, pre-order the Galaxy Watch 9 or Galaxy Watch Ultra 2 and receive up to $250 in bonus gift cards. New phone, new watch, bonus gift cards. Sounds good to me. Hurry, the Samsung Galaxy Z Series gift card offer ends August 13th. The new Samsung Galaxy Z Series and Samsung Watch 9 series now at Harvey Norman. Terms and conditions apply.
Check out this great offer at a Harvey Norman store near you.
If you're considering a hair transplant, start with a conversation, not a plane ticket. Talk to Strand Doctor, led by Dr. Rama Target. The clinic's medical team at Strand Doctor offer personalised hair transplant treatments and hair rejuvenation therapies. Discover what options may be suitable for you right here in Adelaide. Hair transplant procedures carry risks and require recovery time. Individual results vary. Learn more at stranddoctor.com.au or visit 69 King William Street, Kent Town, Adelaide.
You've worked hard, raised families, built a life. Now it's your time. At Living Choice Flagstaff Hill Retirement Village, wellness and comfort aren't extras. They're every day. Retirement is your time to focus on living well by taking advantage of the magnesium pool, staying active in the gym, or unwinding in the cinema with friends. Here, luxury living meets lasting well-being with beautiful move-in ready apartments waiting for you. Discover the retirement you deserve. Book your tour today at livingchoice.com.au.
Health isn't just about adding years to your life. It's about adding life to your years. And that's hard to do when discomfort gets in the way. Because when you feel good, you don't slow down. You keep going. Feel Good massage chairs provide a deep tissue massage, targeting pressure points from head to toe. Relieve muscle pain and stress without waiting for an appointment. Feel the difference with a Feel Good massage chair. Visit their head office showroom on Port Road or at Marion.
Signs you may have Big D envy. You've been invited to a mate's house to watch the footy, but you decline. Another mate's having a birthday bash. You make up an excuse not to attend. And finally, you feel like your partner is comparing what you have to what your mates have. Avoid Big D envy. Get in touch with Big Difference Home Improvements. From outdoor blinds to stunning verandas, pergolas, timber decking and carports. Big Difference Home Improvements will change your life. BigDifference.com.au.
Car accident? You should have the freedom to choose your trusted repairer. Choose Pro Paint and Panel.
Rowey and Timmy G, the 5AA Sports Show.
At 10 minutes to 5, we are 1 hour away from team selection for Crows and Port Adelaide. Sounds like there could be a whole lot of changes for the Adelaide Crows, with some resting and some debutants, including Archie Ludowick, which is looking very likely. 1 hour away, we'll find out. And Port Adelaide, a couple of changes too, perhaps, on the way for them too. Riley O'Brien will be in the studio with us. Sam Doherty coming up, and at 5 o'clock, stay with us. Where are they now with Mike Turner?
Well, Port Adelaide take on GWS. It's going to be Saturday night, 6:05 our time here in Adelaide. And a young man that's just starting to make his mark at the Giants, a very tall midfielder, Jack Ow, our guest. G'day, Jack.
Hey, how you guys going?
Excellent, my friend. Now, first of all, just been watching a little bit of your background, how you got drafted and the like, and then building up. You look like now you feel a bit more confident at the level?
Yeah, definitely. I think that just comes with the more footy you play. I think coming into the professional environment, I was a pretty raw sort of player. So I think, working closely with a lot of coaches and senior players has helped me in the last 2 years.
Yeah, you're 194 centimetres, and for a midfielder, that's a very good height indeed. But you move really well, mate. You're happy with your development so far?
Yeah, I think there was a little bit of physical development I had to work on in my when I first came to the club. But yeah, I think I've always been taught through my years that, your fundamentals and skills are the most important thing.
That's very, very true. And the season so far for the Giants, it's been one of contrasts, haven't it? Sometimes you can beat a Fremantle but lose to an Essendon. How's the coach being handled at Adam Kingsley?
Yeah, I think, not only the coaching group, all us players probably found it quite frustrating. I think seeing what we can do compared to, some of the forms we've dished up is pretty disappointing. But I think you can always take a little bit of confidence in, we can beat the best teams in our day, and we've got the skill set to do it. So as long as we remember that, and just work on some of those games that haven't gone our way, we're confident that we're still heading in the right direction.
Yeah, talking about development, I've got a lovely photo of you, Jack, from the GWS website. That moustache needs a bit of development. There's a little bit of bum fluff there, buddy.
That's a bit harsh.
Hey?
Shaved it yesterday. So
good boy, Jack. Yeah, mate. BOG this week, son. You can't go rocking that thing out on an AFL footy field, can you? Be honest.
It'll come back stronger.
Yeah,
it will.
I had negative feedback from the boys, so shaved and ready to go.
Yeah. What was some of that negative feedback from your skipper, Toby Green?
Yeah, Toby wasn't a big fan of it. I think there was a few others that didn't love it. So I think got that feedback, took it on board, and good to go, clean shaven.
See, good honest feedback is good for your football. Fantastic. Hey, just on feedback and that, what do you think of Adam Kingsley as a coach? How are you enjoying his connection and direction? Yeah,
I've got along really well with him since I've got to the club. I think, I love the way he coaches in terms of he's got really clear expectations of us. And in terms of, I think his footy brain's unbelievable. Like when he tells you stuff one-on-one, it's always on the money. And I think just his honesty is something I really value. So, I'd love to get to know him.
Who's your midfield coach?
Wayne Cripps.
Oh, okay. Yep. And is Ben Hart still out there?
Yep, Ben Hart. He's working with the backs now.
Good. Oh, Benny. He goes right, old Benny.
Well, he knows what he's doing.
Yeah. He wouldn't have liked the moustache. He was always clean shaven. Good on you, Jack.
He's got good manners. Hey, Jack, what... studying Port and having a look at them, and they didn't have a great week last week, but what's been the review like on them?
I think, they're sort of similar to us, but they really value defence, so that's something we're going to have to be ready for. Their defensive intent and the way they defend the ground is something we're going to have to be ready for, and then I think a lot of talk's also there about us. Like, we know if we play our way that we're going to be a pretty hard team to beat, so if we can get some of our offensive things back on track, I think, we'll be in good stead.
It certainly hasn't been a great year for you injury-wise, has it? So some really good players going down in all of the segments of this season. But is anybody close to making a comeback?
We have Jake Riccardi coming back in VFL this week. Ollie Hannaford's playing VFL this week. I think obviously it has been a frustrating year, but those boys have also been really good in supporting us and helping us out throughout the season.
Continuity is a massive thing for team form. You've been butchered again with injuries, and it's not just the first year. For some reason up there in Sydney, in the Greater Western Sydney, you cop your fair share.
Yeah.
Yep, that's about it. Fair call. There's nothing really to say, is there? But
I know.
What I guess I'm getting at, and Timmy touched on it, your best is very, very good when you get your best 24, 25 through there, but the swing in form between that and you're not so good. Do the coaches dwell on it? Is that a work on the form of the team?
Yeah, I think the form is definitely a work on. Like, we've done a lot of sort of mental work as well. We've got a great psychologist at the club who does a lot of work on that side of the game. Yep. Toby sort of spoke to us a few weeks ago, and he's like, we don't really care who's on the field. We've got the same expectations, and it's a good opportunity for others to stand up.
Well done.
In the absence of some of our stars.
Who's put their arm around you, Jack? Who sort of said, "Come here, young fella, I'll show you this, I'll show you that"?
Finn Callahan's been massive for me. Tom Green as well. In his knee this year's been singing every one of my reviews. helping him out everywhere he can, so he's been massive. But, yeah, I think we got a really good culture up here in terms of welcoming interstate players. I mean, not many of the boys are from Sydney, so, yeah, everyone sort of understands what it's like to move away and is really good at, wrapping arms around each other.
Yeah, you a Wentworth boy?
Yeah, Wentworth.
Yeah, because it's a strong Aussie rules area, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I lived on the Victorian side of the border in Mildura.
Yeah, right.
But, yeah, it's a pretty strong football area.
Strong football league, indeed. So, and when you guys came and you first came into the club, and you're saying about we've got a really good culture, what was the first thing you noticed? I always say that first impressions, you only get one chance at them.
Yeah, I think everyone was really loving, like the way they treat everyone as family and sort of care. The care is probably the first thing I noticed. And then on the truck, I just couldn't believe how hard some of the boys train, the competitiveness. And, yeah, just the effort everyone puts in is, I think it's real one-one is what has made the club, been really successful over the years.
And the beauty of this is once you've played a few games, you go into your next pre-season going, well, I know that there's another level again, don't you?
Yeah. I think, I really value sort of getting this experience now and sort of understanding, playing on some gun midfielders, like playing on Isaac Heaney last week, sort of learning what makes them great. And I think, puts me in really good stead over the pre-season and coming years.
Did he say anything to you?
Nah, he shook my hand to start the game, but it didn't speak to me much after that.
That was it.
2 ships in the night. You were like an owl.
Yeah. See you, Jack. Goodbye.
All eyes.
Oh, classic. Oh, well, there you go. He's a winner. He doesn't want to talk to you. Get it, mate. Classic. Hey, look, all the best.
Have a ripper, Jack.
For the future of your career, Jack. And it should be a great game between you and Port Adelaide Saturday night here at Adelaide Oval. First time you'll be playing on Adelaide Oval?
Yep. Playing there?
Yeah, well done. Have a ripper, mate.
All right, thanks a lot. Really appreciate it.
Here we go. Jack, our guest, a very tall midfielder, 194 centimetres, moves pretty well, got some good hands, and
that's the modern footballer right there.
And I tell you what, he's almost a model, isn't he? Almost a prototype. There you go. So Jack, our guest.
Amazing. So we'll see him up against Port Adelaide this Saturday night. Your chance to win FIVEAA locker room tickets coming up after 5 o'clock. It's time for the news.
Rowey and Timmy G, the FIVEAA Sports Show.
Accitel's $80 a month internet plan is on sale never. We don't care what day it is. Black Friday, Cyber Monday, Boxing Day, or your nan's birthday. Forget about price hikes. We keep it just the way you like. One plan, one price. Accitel. Typical evening speed, 500 over 40 megabits per second. T's and C's apply.
G'day, Rowey and Timmy G here. Now, we cover all the latest in sport on the FIVEAA Sports Show podcast. Find it on the FIVEAA Player app.
The things you value deserve the best protection. Your car, your tools, your weekend projects. Alpha Industries garages and sheds will keep them safe from rain, hail and the harsh Australian sun. They're made from genuine Australian BlueScope steel and our stock take sale is on now. South Australian owned and operated for over 40 years, Alpha Industries builds garages and sheds that work as hard as you do. Take advantage of our stock take sale on now. Ask for a quote today at alphaindustries.com.au.
See you, Rennie.
See you, Rowey.
He just joined in. Did he tell us that Archie Ludwig's in?
Yeah, no, he wanted to know, he's thinking about painting. He's got this sort of like granny flat out the back.
He did. That's what he did. He said,
so
are you doing the Crowies?
I was just telling him about Crowies.
I know. Anyway, everybody needs to know about Crowies, and there's a store near you. Only sell premium quality paint. Whether you're doing timber, metal, tiles or steel, render wallpaper. Now, he was doing a little freeze in one of his little bedrooms and he wanted to know. I said, mate, get into Crowies. He already knew that. They'll tell him how to do it, what to do. Is it sugar soap? Do I have to clean the surface? They give you all the appliances. Is that what you call them?
Well, accessories.
All the knickknacks.
Accessories.
All the accessories. You are getting better at this.
At the painting, no.
You could, you know what?
At advice, yeah.
You could easily be my... we had a special word for it. It's
sidekick.
Yeah. No, it was
like a trade assistant. Trade assistant.
Trade assistant.
Yeah,
you could have been my lackey, is what we used to call it.
Oh, yeah, that'd be me.
You've gravitated to lackey.
Yeah,
because I'm pro.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're talking about Crowies. Love this company. These are the things you tick. South Australian.
Yeah.
South Australian. Gee, they're the best. There's a store near you, only premium quality paint. I just love their staff because they will help you out. And as Timmy says all the time, as a good lackey should, I only want to do this once.
Yeah.
When I'm going to move these cover sheets,
do it right.
I only want to do it once and do it right. Do it with Crowies. There's a store near you.
These days, $2 doesn't go far, but with the People First Community Lottery, it could. Get your $2 early bird tickets at communitylottery.com.au by midnight July 30 for a chance to win a Toyota Corolla Hybrid. T's and C's apply. 700,000 tickets available. SA Lottery licence number M15015.
The news and information that matters. This is 5AA News. Always Adelaide.
Cloudy down to 7 tonight, cloudy tomorrow and 15. With the 5 o'clock news, I'm Mel Usher. Charges have been laid today following yesterday's incident in which a police officer was allegedly stabbed in the neck at Elizabeth East. A 27-year-old man has been charged with half a dozen offences, including attempted murder. He remains in intensive care under police guard with non-life-threatening injuries and is yet to be formally interviewed. The senior constable is expected to remain in hospital for several more days. Government Minister Blair Boyer has told Seven he's wishing her a speedy recovery.
I think sometimes we take it for granted and we think that things like that only happen elsewhere overseas, and it is incredibly rare in South Australia. We are such a safe state, but sometimes it happens. And I know that last night the acting Premier Kyan Ma went to the hospital to visit the officer to inquire about her well-being and speak to her, which I think that's the right thing to do.
A drink-driving mother has avoided jail after a rollover claimed the life of her son, who was not restrained in the vehicle. 48-year-old Miranda Taylor was sentenced in the district court today. She'd been drinking alcohol when she made the decision to drive on June the 21st, 2022, when her sedan rolled at Copley. The children, who were unrestrained, were ejected from the car. Her 4-year-old son died at the scene. 3 others were injured. Taylor was sentenced to 4 years and 3 months jail with a non-parole period of 3 years, but she was ordered to serve it on home detention. The judge, citing the emotional scars she'll carry for the rest of her life. She's also been disqualified from driving for a decade. The nurses' pay dispute will now move to arbitration after they knocked back the state government's latest offer. The government says it's disappointing, as it's the maximum it can offer without compromising the state budget. The result will not impact the 2% salary increase set to come into effect from October, following a 4% increase in January. Australia's peak construction body says more needs to be done to ensure enough homes are built for our future. Latest data shows nearly 50,000 less homes were built than required under the National Housing Accord last financial year. Danita Warren from the Master Builders Australia says all levels of government need to work to overcome the shortfall.
But also doing the numbers that we have committed to do, which is around about 253,000 homes per year for the next 3 years.
There are security concerns for One Nation leader Pauline Hanson, who will hold an event in Melbourne on Monday. The venue has planned to black out windows and beef up security. One Nation Victoria candidate for the upcoming state election, Ricky Lee Tyrrell, says the protests will be like what Pauline Hanson saw in Melbourne last time, and they're unnecessary.
A lot of people like to carry on about change, and they're afraid of change, and they see One Nation as bringing change to Victoria, but we're not here to bring bad change. We're here to bring positive change to Victoria.
Turning to 5AA Sport, it's selection night for the Crows and Port, and there's talk draft pick Archie Ludowick will make his AFL debut for the Crows this Sunday against Essendon, while Port play GWS at home on Saturday. Well, there'll be a major shift in tradition when Collingwood and Geelong players run out on the MCG tonight. More from Eddie Summerfield.
Collingwood has run out to good old Collingwood forever for decades, but tonight against Geelong, the club's songs won't be played. Players will instead enter the ground to a song chosen by them. Collingwood will revert back to tradition next week, but the club is intent on changing and challenging how things have previously been done.
Now checking 5AA traffic.
At Jeb's Cross, a crash to look out for Bryans Road near Grand Junction Road. Heavy delays through there. Holden Hill, a breakdown getting sorted. North East Road near Sutholts Road. And more delays with a smash at Linden Park. It's on Portrush Road near Mariner Streets. Getting busy right now, South Road through Edwardstown with cameras, Salisbury Highway, Dry Creek and Montague Road at Cavan. The King Living Winter Sale and Sunday, save up to 50% on selected Australian Design Award-winning furniture. Hurry, and Sunday, visit a King Living showroom today. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
Now the 5AA weather.
Get the Toyota forklift advantage. Visit toyotamaterialhandling.com.au.
Cloudy tonight down to 7, cloudy tomorrow 15, Saturday mostly sunny and 15, Sunday showers increasing 16. Right now it's 12 degrees. Now let's hear what's happening on 9 News tonight.
I'm Will McDonald. Tonight, an attempted murder charge for the man accused of slashing a police officer's neck at Elizabeth East, plus the hero postie who raised the alarm. On board the new Kangaroo Island ferry, the same price for a ticket, but a quicker and smoother ride. And a midfield reshuffle on the cards for the Crows. 9 News, your news, nightly at 6 on 9 and 9 Now.
Living with MND makes you feel all alone. It even takes away your voice. But your donations to MND Australia help provide support,
equipment, education and research to make our lives better.
But
most importantly, you ensure my voice continues to be heard.
Or I lose my support. So please donate today at mndaustralia.org.au.
There's one hybrid with an engine so smooth you could play a vinyl record on top of it. In fact, that's what you're listening to right now. This record is being played smoothly on top of a Honda CR-V without skipping a beat. And if you think that's smooth, visit Formula Honda now and make the Honda CR-V yours from just $49,900 with 5 years free servicing. The new Honda Hybrid CR-V from Formula Honda. Smooth sailing. T's and C's apply.
Pop here. Hey, look, I just want to let you know that I'm writing my will. I know. I'm not carking it anytime soon, but thought you'd be happy to hear I'm leaving you the boat, mate.
Be like Pop. Write your legal will for free, online and done in minutes at everywill.com.au.
Every will, write your will for free.
Streaming live via the 5AA Player app on DAB Digital Radio and on 1395 AM. This is 5AA, always Adelaide.
Adelaide's only local sports show.
The 5AA Sports Show.
At 8 after 5 still to come. Where are they now with Mike Turner? At 5:30 we'll speak to former Blue Sam Doherty. Riley O'Brien's in the studio at 5:50 and team selection for the Crows and Power and your chance to win Port Adelaide locker room tickets.
Rowey and Timmy G.
The 5AA Sports Show.
It's 8 minutes after 5. Before we get to our next segment,
hot off the press.
Yes. So 2 debutants. Oscar Ryan, 187 centimetres, a rebound defender / wingman in his 3rd year, will come in for debut. So Oscar, well done, mate. And Archie Ludowick, we knew that, key forward, should have played last week, 197 centimetres, getting up near 200, can mark the ball, terrific. Looks like Wayne Miller is out, whether that's managed. Peatling looks like he'll be out managed, so too Murray. We don't know yet about McAndrew, but Archie, Cook and Keane will definitely, I would say, come in. There could be 5 or 6 changes. And the big one for me is Riley O'Brien. Will he come in? He'll come into the studio at 10 to 6 with that team. So 2 debutants. Look, any debutant to play there, you know, AFL's exciting. So
that
well
is
done.
awesome.
Oscar and Archie.
So the Crows will announce a squad at 5:50 for Sunday's game, but that is a big couple of announcements for Crows fans. Right now, all thanks to Walco, who are at the centre of SA's biggest cover-up with their incredibly good-looking Walco mesh pool cover. It's time for this.
The 5AA Sports Shows, Where Are They Now?
Past legends, past glories.
Yes, it's a household name here in South Australia and especially Adelaide. An incredible riding record, track cycling as well as road riding, you name it. He's done just about everything, but a great record at the 1982 Brisbane Games, gold twice in the individual and team pursuit, bronze in the 10 mil scratch, and then in 1984 Los Angeles, the team pursuit won a gold medal. It was quite an exciting time to be alive and watching all of this. He's now the man who developed, executed the Tour Down Under, which has brought European cycling here to our shores in little old Adelaide. An incredible life so far. Mike Turner, welcome.
How are you, boys? Good to talk to you.
Good to talk to you, mate. Now, we've been accused when we say, where are they now? We sort of don't ask that question, but where are you right now, mate? And, what's happened after you handed over the reins to Stewie O'Grady?
I retired, mate.
Good.
I spend a lot of time up at York Peninsula, Wallaroo and Moonta.
Beautiful.
Rowey would be interested to know that I've bagged out the last 6 times on whiting.
Not listening, he's also my neighbour up the road. But, Mike, well done.
Yeah, but Rowey, the last 2 times, haven't got a bloody bite, so I don't know what's going on.
Well, it's the bloodworms are running.
Yeah, the dirty mongrels. Anyway, so we got a good feed.
Mike, let's go back to the beginning. I want to sort of know, growing up, give us an idea of where you grew up and how you grew up and that, but where the inspiration for cycling came?
I grew up in King Street, Alberton.
Oh, there you go. Love that.
I was 200 metres from Alberton Oval. My cousin, Brian Holmes, number 15, played for Port in the 60s, late 60s. So I've always been a Port Adelaide boy. Went to Pennington Primary School, then to Croydon High School. Yeah. And my brother Chris, his school friends, the Zuka brothers, were cyclists.
Unreal.
So Chris got into cycling, and we as a family went and watched him one night at Hanson Reserve, and that was it. That's all I wanted to do was get a bike and start racing.
Jeez, I used to love that old velodrome there. Is it still there, Mike?
They've refurbished it, spent a lot of money down there and redid the whole track, and nothing like it used to be. But Hanson Reserve is really precious to me because that's where it's all started for me.
Yeah, it's absolutely the beginning, the birth of Mike Turner on the bike. Now, I don't know how they're related, but Vince and Callio, they're related to you? No, not related, right.
Oh, hang on. Who are you talking about?
Yeah, I'm just trying to think of Mum's name, because Tony Callio was my mate, and his father, Vince, and Lucy.
Yeah, Lucy's my auntie.
Yeah, Lucy's your auntie.
Vince,
That's right. And I remember, I remember Lucy saying very early days, we were only at high school, and they said, you got to keep an eye on my nephew. This, that, and the other. And she's chatting away. And he gets on his bike and he rides to Port Wakefield and all this. And I said, who would ride to Port Wakefield? That's ridiculous. Yeah. But were you getting into it a bit by then?
Oh, yeah. There's no doubt. We were pretty committed to it once we were introduced to the great man, Charlie Walsh. That's when everything changed in the late 70s, around 78, I think it was. And
Charlie's Angels, they called you, didn't they?
Yeah, well, he met Chris and me and a few others at the local farmhouse corner here to go training on a Sunday morning. He just said to us, you want to get serious about your cycling and do a programmed training arrangement and, see where we can go with all this. And, well, we're on board because, cycling, there wasn't any coaching structure or anything like that. You're an individual trying to do the best you could.
You had to have the talent, the fight, the grit, and it's a brutal sport. And your discipline, it's a brutal sport. Would you have been the champion cyclist you were on that track without Charlie Walsh? He was before his time, Mike.
Absolutely. I've said it, I don't know how many bloody times, but no Charlie Walsh, no Olympic Games, no medals, no Commonwealth Games, no medals.
Wow.
It's just as clear and as plain as that. I mean, it's just... That's the way it was. I mean, Charlie changed everything. He was ahead of his time. He introduced us to training programs that everyone thought we were crazy, we were going to kill ourselves. But guess what? Our time started to plummet and we were just going cut cats. It was unbelievable.
Did you just train harder or was it smarter with Charlie? I know when he came to the Crows, he'd make us go up Mount Lofty Hill in top gear.
Yeah.
And you would do that 10 times, Mike. Yeah. Explain that. Because you can train hard, but you've got to train smart. He had both.
Well, Charlie introduced sports science to us.
There you go.
Basic understanding of sports science, blood lactate, oxygen consumption, and so on. So our training was all based around the lactate system. It's the stuff that makes your legs hurt when you're running out of gas. So we had to train that system. If you had the engine that Mum and Dad gave you, then you could improve that and get better and harder and faster and recuperate real quick. Yeah. And that's what it was all about, was being able to do maximal efforts at 100% capacity, have a few minutes off, and then go again. You know, so. And that's what Charlie brought to us, an understanding of sports science and how important it was in our preparation.
Yeah, well, Charlie was good mates with Craigie through the AIS, which you were. You're all joined at the hip with Mick Noonan, and God, it was Charlie Walsh that nearly killed all of us back in the early 90s.
Yeah, well, if it wasn't for Mike Noonan at the Sports Institute, then there wouldn't have been any Commonwealth Games for me, because at that time we were training full time with no income. And we ended up getting an allowance, a modest allowance from SAFI that allowed us to train. And we all went to Brisbane and had the greatest time at a Commonwealth Games I've ever been to in my life. It was just unbelievable atmosphere up there. Yeah. Full houses, the crowd were going berserk. We had a great series, and we knew after 82 in Brisbane that we were close for an Olympic medal because of the times we recorded, and they were sort of world-class, up to the standard. So all we had to do was stay the course and do what Charlie told us to do, and then hopefully LA we can get a medal.
And you did.
Yeah, Mike, I was saying earlier, we were talking about the Commonwealth Games in the opening of the show and how much we enjoyed watching it all. And I just said, we got Mike Turner on later, and I said, I reckon that 1982 Brisbane Commonwealth Games has to go down as one of the best. And
Tim, I'm telling you, and Rowey, the atmosphere in Brisbane, the people loved it. They were into it 100%. We used to go training on the road. They'd be screaming and blowing their horns, encouragement. And then you go to the Velodrome, it was packed.
Unreal.
Every venue was packed to the ceilings, and the crowd were loud. And I was lucky enough to do well. And I'll never forget it as long as I live. The individual pursuit was the most precious race to me of all time because of the circumstances and getting up to win by, not much than 0.3 of a second. It was crowd, 3 laps of a standing ovation. I didn't feel a thing.
What's lactic acid?
Yeah, and that's funny, Mike, because that's my mate Tony that I met, Lucy's lad. We met in 1979, so we were. Almost had a vested interest in watching you. And, of course, that great success. But then you go to 84 and a lot of people just read the record and go, oh, yeah, gold medal, team pursuit. That was full of drama, that one, wasn't it?
Oh, from start to finish. I mean, I had a crash in Germany before we left Europe to go to LA. I fractured my scaphoid in my left wrist.
Wow.
So we had that drama, and then we had the Americans basically running the bloody show and getting away with murder there with bike design and disc wheels and restarts and bloody this, that and everything else.
They're still angry about the America's Cup, Mike, I reckon.
Yeah, they naturally were. But, when I look back and see the delaying tactics at starts and all the stuff they were bloody doing, it was, really, borderline stuff. But at the end, at the end of the day, we were... we had a good run. We were able to hold it together, and the outcome was just phenomenal for us.
Yeah, what a team! Dean Woods, Kevin Nichols, Michael Grender. Yeah. Are they all with us? And
we lost. It's incredible. We lost poor old Dean, the kid of the team, a couple of years back through cancer.
Bugger.
Yeah, one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet.
Yeah.
And sadly, we lost Dean, but we had a 40-year anniversary at the last Olympics.
Yeah.
We had a toast to Dean, and our old manager, Ray Godkin, was there, and Ray passed away a year and a bit ago too. So it was nice to get together, though, and have a toast for Dean and remember 40 years previous, those 2 days in LA. Bloody hell. Yeah.
Well, Olympic gold medalist, we never have time for this. It's 5:20, but let's roll on to the TDU. We had a caller earlier today. I don't know whether you heard
Peter
it.
from PDR.
He said, you walked in there, you said, I need an ochre top, I need this top, a polka dotted one, I need it tomorrow.
Peter Montesi.
No, not Pete Montesi, but he was from PDR, that he reckons. They made all the gear.
They made all the gear.
Oh, Peter Rowe. Peter Rowe from JR Sportswear.
Rowey, that's him.
Yeah, Pete Montesi was my mate, yeah.
Peter Rowe was a great supporter of cycling, and his dad, Colin.
Yep.
They helped us out really magnificently at the Adelaide Superdrome, and they were with us in the early years, tour down under. But, yes, he's right.
Yeah.
He did all our jerseys for us, and, good local people that really helped us out.
He said you gave him a lot of notice this afternoon.
Yeah. So just tell us about that. It was always a dream of yours. It's now a legacy, and I know you don't like using those words, Mike. It was a gift. Let's say it was a gift to our state that keeps bloody giving the TDU.
It was a dream of mine to do a road tour in our state, in and around our capital of Adelaide, is the Adelaide Hills, the Barossa, the Fleurieu, and everything in between. The dream was to have a professional race, and that is to have the teams that you see at the Tour de France, the jerseys on a start line in Australia at a race, just like you would when you travel to Europe to see a big race. That's what I wanted to duplicate in every aspect, in the barriers, the finishing arc, the way it sounded, the way it looked, everything about a European race I wanted to bring here. And thankfully, it just went off its tree on day one down at the East End. We were hoping for 10,000 and nearly 50,000 people turned up. And we looked at each other and said, shit, we struck a nerve with this. We're on our way,
And it was incredible, Mike. You mentioned Pete Montesi there. He was a mate of mine, and he gave me a ring because unfortunately we lost Pete 6 years ago. And
but his brother, Peter was great for cycling in general, and sadly we did lose him. His brother John Montesi came up with the name Tour Down Under.
Oh, really?
And he came up with a logo because it was in the marketing department in tourism. And John, I said, John, we need a name for this race. I don't want the bloody Tour of South Australia and Tour D South Australia. Stick that all up your ass. I want a decent name for this race, and I want a logo. So off he went. He come back a week later. He had his presentation folder, and he opened it up. The first page was Tour Down Under.
Wow.
So that's it, John. Don't want to see anything else. That's the name of the race. Now let's have a look at your logo. And again, the first flip of the board, there it was. The boomerang man on the bike and all the business. I said, John, you're a champion. That's it. You've done it.
That is incredible. Unbelievable. Unreal. Because
John Montesi and, of course, his brother Pete.
Yeah, because Pete rang me and said, hey, mate, what are you doing? I said, oh, not much. Because I was on holidays. He said, can you come and give us a hand? I said, do what? He said, we got to set up the Port Adelaide leg for the start of 99.
Yeah.
And I was down there grabbing billboards and great.
Stuff up. 1999.
Yeah, it was
1999. We had to start at Port Adelaide because I had to go to Port Adelaide, didn't I? Being a Port Adelaide boy.
Good on you.
Big crowd, about 10 or 15 turned up in the heart of Port Adelaide to see him off, and then we had 23 kilometres of neutral before we got the bottom of Tea Tree Gutty Hill to start the bloody thing. Geez, nearly killed me. Then how we got there.
Oh, what an incredible story.
So road or track, Mike? You pick one.
Oh, well, I'm a trackie by heart, but I was a South Australian road champion, Rowey, for God's sake. But I love road racing. I love cycling. I love it.
Yeah.
But I'm a trackie by heart. But that's where I did all my business. But I love riding the road too. It's just different, but I just love it all.
You know what, Mike? We've always loved your career. You're such a modest champ. When anyone talks about you, you divert the conversation. I bumped into Mike not that long ago. Same thing,
but
mate.
The passion for this.
It's exactly.
Yeah,
you're a gift. You're a treasure. And what you've given us is the TDU, and I know you're proud of it, and we are too, and let's hope it lives long. Like you, Mike, and I hope you catch plenty of King George whiting.
Keep bagging out, mate.
Don't be an idiot and go when the bloody bloodworms are running. You should have
reckon it's the blood? You reckon it's the bloodworms?
It's the bloodworms. It's the bloodworms. Yeah.
The dirty mongrels. Oh, that's why. Okay, right. Well, how long do I have to wait?
Just wait till the next full moon. They're as full as a pair of fat ladies' undies, those King George.
Right.
So just rest up, buddy. Love your work.
Good on you, Rowey.
See you, mate.
Thanks, Mike. Really appreciate it. Mike Turner, our guest for Where Are They Now? Thanks to Walco.
It certainly is. It's SA's biggest cover-up. Walco's mesh pool cover keeps leaves and debris out of your pool all year round, and because it's pulled super taut, it never sags and it looks great. Ask Walco about their mesh pool cover. Mike Turner, our guest. It's 24 minutes after 5. Here's traffic.
Afternoon at Jeps Christ, a crash on Bryans Road near Green Junction Road. Got heavy delays through there. Linden Park, a smash. Port Rice Road near Mariner Street. big delays there too, and heavy delays as well at Salisbury, the Savo. It's due to level crossing Folding Park Terrace near the Salisbury Highway. Cameras today, Elizabeth Way, Elizabeth and Salisbury Highway, Dry Creek. Every minute of every day, a child is admitted to hospital. Help make hospital a happier place with a monthly donation to Starlight. Donate today at starlight.org.au. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
The 5AA Sports Show, Rowey and Timmy G. For years, Eddie Maguire has been Eddie everywhere.
This is what's driving people mad.
Now he's Eddie right here.
It's a simple game for simple people. Let's keep it simple.
Catch Eddie Maguire every Tuesday from 5 as he talks all things footy with Rowey and Timmy G. Experience the luxury of choice at Lexus of Adelaide. The NX and RX plug-in hybrid models in stock now. You can enjoy electric for short trips and hybrid for long ones.
Hey, it's Jordan Dawson here, captain of the Adelaide Football Club. You wouldn't change your team, so why change your neighbourhood? If your home's seen better days, Sterling Homes can knock it down and build you something that suits your life today. Subdivide and sell one, keep both, or just start fresh on your block. Sterling Homes are the knockdown, rebuild specialists. Same location, brand new home. To find out more, talk to Sterling Homes today.
Sick of the wait after a car accident? Rain, hail or shine, Pro Paint and Panel has your back 24/7.
From towing and insurance paperwork to high standard repairs, they'll help get the process moving and your car back on the road.
Remember the 3 Ps, Pro Paint and Panel, South Road, Hindmarsh.
I was just down at Toop and Toop today. Just had to tip
Take
one
it,
of their
eh?
little Tesla wires for their team.
Oh, excellent job.
God, I love this mob. They've nailed it again, Toop and Toop. They've just been named Australia's #1 large residential agency of the year at the Real Estate Institute of Australia National Awards. Now, that's a mouthful.
Oh, yeah.
They're the best in Australia,
Well, that's
people.
basically what it says, and it's true, but also it's a great win for the entire team and a reflection on more than 40 years spent helping their clients navigate some of life's biggest property decisions. And you know what? They do it with trusted advice, strategic expertise and exceptional results.
Yeah, they do. They're just unbelievable. Now, Bronny wants us to say that as a family-owned independent agency, he is incredibly grateful to their clients and community for placing their trust, and we all do, in Toop and Toop. And they've done that since 85.
1985. Head to toop.com.au to see how they can help you get the best result.
Welcome to News 24, a new era of news for Australians who demand clarity, where we ask the questions that push harder.
I'm going to pull you up there. Are we talking about the politics or the policy?
So if you're ready for a sharper perspective, come with us.
This is real news as it happens.
And honest views that make sense of it.
News 24. Listen to News 24 Radio on the 5AA Player app.
Tired of scrolling through countless websites to plan your holiday? At locally owned Spark Travel, our travel experts are just a phone call away, eager to hear your needs and craft the perfect getaway tailored just for you. Reach out today for a chat and let's start planning your holiday together. Look for our travel deals in the Sunday Mail. Spark Travel, where your journey begins with a conversation. King William Street, Adelaide. Phone now 88765121, sparktravel.com.au.
Every Friday, Monet to Matisse stays open late for an after-hours experience at the Art Gallery of South Australia. Kick back in the Tattinger Champagne Bar with French-inspired snacks and live music. Gain unlimited access to more than 100 iconic works of art, from Monet and Cézanne to Matisse and Picasso. Every Friday night until November 8, experience art after dark at Monet to Matisse. Book now at agsa.sa.gov.au.
Vehicle damaged? Remember 3 Ps. Pro Paint and Panel. They'll take care of everything, including insurance.
Rowey and Timmy G, the 5AA Sports Show.
29 minutes after 5 on this Thursday. We're taking your calls. When did you get caught? 8223 0000 is our number for a $50 Colac voucher. And back for another year, we're throwing our support behind Catherine House and the Hutt Street Centre for Undy Drive, starting on Monday next week with the Brekkie team. You can donate now, 5AA.undydrive.com.au, to support amazing causes like these to provide clean underwear for those in need this winter. It's all thanks to McGain. Massive support as a local for over 50 years. McGain Real Estate, McGain Commercial, McGain Property Management, McGain.com.au.
A local cricketer was actually suspended indefinitely at the Saltburn Cricket Club in England because he was clicking as the ball went past the bat.
So he's sitting at first slip.
He got it. Bang, and edge and all the rest of it. So he got caught, and now he's suspended indefinitely. So we've asked a question, when did you get caught? Got Anthony at Prospect. G'day, Ant.
G'day, Stephen. G'day, Tim. How you going?
Good.
Boy, did I get caught at college cricket.
Ooh, tell us about it.
We were batting, and we were 2 for about 20, and being a bowler, I was number 11. So I thought I'd sneak out to the corner deli and get a pie. Started talking, and I thought, gee, I better get back. And when I get back, we had an almighty collapse, and the whole team, including the umpire, was staring at me walking towards them, wondering what the hell was going on. And, they were going to ask the other team to bat, but they got me back on, and I got caught out.
That's great.
Oh, Anthony.
That's great.
Good work, Anthony.
How about that? Going to get a
Moral
pie.
of the story is cricket, and especially when you're batting,
Yep.
anything can happen.
Yep. You
See,
can't wander
it
inside.
lends itself to
Anything
cheats,
can
cricket,
happen.
golf.
You know what? Too much time to think
Too
about
much
it.
time.
Yeah. Too much
darts.
time.
Can you cheat at darts?
Difficult.
Yeah.
Difficult. Yeah.
Snooky, you can, eh? What's that over there? Next minute, one ball goes in the side pocket.
5:30 headlines are coming up. Riley O'Brien's in this next half hour. In 20 minutes, we're going to have the teams for Crows and Port Adelaide. We know Adelaide have 2 debutants in Oscar Ryan and Archie Ludowick. The rest all to come.
Rowey and Timmy G, the 5AA Sports Show.
This is 5AA News. Always Adelaide.
Good evening, Mel Usher with the news headlines. A van has gone through a T-junction and ended up crashing into the side of a house at Pennington. The nurses' pay dispute will now move to arbitration after they knocked back the state government's latest offer. Optus is facing court action over the 000 outage last year. And in sport, we're heading into day 7 of the Commonwealth Games. Now checking 5AA traffic.
Afternoon, a crash at Jeps Cross to look out for. Big delays too. Bryans Road near Grand Junction Road with delays. Linden Park, more delays there with the smashed Portrush Road near Mariner Street. Those delays are outbound. And Salisbury level crossing, fault crossing headaches and delays as well. Park Terrace near the Salisbury Highway. Slow going south through Edwardstown, kind of normal this time of night. And a camera up Montague Road at Cavan. KFC have just wrapped up a new Christmas in July daily deal. Unwrap the 1995 value burger feast. Only available today until 10 p.m. Pick up only via the app on 30th July. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
The 5AA forecast, cloudy down to 7 tonight, cloudy tomorrow 15. Right now it's 12 degrees. We'll have more news at 6 on 5AA. Always Adelaide.
Will Goodings with Stacey Lee. 5AA Breakfast.
Brittany Castelluzzo has won the 200-metre butterfly at Glasgow. Her mum, Lisa, joins us now on 5AA Breakfast. Did she start swimming at Teatree Gully from a baby, basically? Or is that where she grew up?
No. She took up swimming after she decided that she wanted to get a bit fitter for netball. So
is that right?
Will Goodings with Stacey Lee.
She was going to be Australian Diamond, just ask her.
You will.
Weekdays from 6 a.m. on 5AA. Always Adelaide.
Go Harvey Norman. Buy with no deposit 60 months interest free on a participating Latitude credit card and get a bonus gift card up to $1,000. Furniture, bedding, TVs, fridges, computers and more. Shop with no deposit 60 months interest free on a participating credit card from Latitude Financial Services and get a bonus $100 gift card for every $1,000 you spend. Monthly credit card fee currently $11.95 applies. Subject to change. New customers must be approved. Minimum finance $1,000. Equal monthly payments, T's and C's, charges and product exclusions. Don't miss this huge offer at Harvey Norman now.
Hello, Frank Walker from National Tiles. Rush into National Tiles now for our famous spend and save. Spend $1,000 and we'll only charge you $800. Spend $2,000 and we'll only charge you $1,500. Or spend $4,000 and we'll only charge you $2,700. That's a massive $1,300 saving. Yes, the more you spend, the more you save. But you'll have to be quick. So rush into National Tiles or go online now and save. Conditions apply.
feel like playing one of those beep, 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 those alarm things, when there's a fire or something, like,
yes.
This is an alert.
Alert.
That's the one.
There it
That's one. Time is running out to secure your early bird ticket for the People's First Community Lottery for just $2. Now, you could win from a prize pool worth $300,000 while helping local community groups raise funds. Win-win.
These are great lotteries. Don't worry about that. Now, you've got until midnight tonight to grab your ticket, which puts you in the early bird draw for your chance to win a Toyota Corolla Hybrid. Good.
A little goes a long way.
Yeah, it does.
$2.
Yeah, that's
$2. Your $2 ticket helps support local sporting clubs, schools, charities, volunteer groups and non-for-profit organisations from around Australia to raise vital funds, and boy, do we need it.
Spot on. Visit communitylottery.com.au to secure your early bird tickets today and view the full T's and C's. 700,000 tickets available. SA lottery licence number is M15015.
The things you value deserve the best protection. Your car, your tools, your weekend projects. Alpha Industries garages and sheds will keep them safe from rain, hail and the harsh Australian sun. They're made from genuine Australian BlueScope steel and our stock take sale is on now. South Australian owned and operated for over 40 years, Alpha Industries builds garages and sheds that work as hard as you do. Take advantage of our stock take sale on now. Ask for a quote today at alphaindustries.com.au.
Thinking of painting and don't know where to start?
We do, because we know paint at Crowey's.
So, visit Crowey's. And while you're there, join Crowey's Club to get 10% off everything.
We know paint at Crowey's.
Car accident? You should have the freedom to choose your trusted repairer. Choose Pro Paint and Panel.
Rowey and Timmy G, the 5AA Sports Show.
At 24 minutes to 6 on this Team Selection Thursday, Riley O'Brien's going to join us in studio very soon at 5:50 when teams drop, which includes 2 debutants for the Crows. We have Port Adelaide double pass to the locker room to give away at 6, so stay listening for your chance to play. And tonight, it is Thursday night footy, the Cats and the Pies, and this will be some sort of game at the MCG, but guess what? The toss has already been done because the entrances are going to be very unique tonight. It's NRL style.
Yeah.
So both clubs have agreed that they're going to run out the gates about 2 minutes before the bounce, and they're going to run straight into their positions, no warm-ups, and just get going straight off the top. So the toss has already been done. The Cats are going to kick to the punt road in. How weird is that? Behind the scenes, they've done the toss an hour and a half before the game.
Are they that nervous about the NRL, are they? How about just nailing this next TV deal?
Strange, isn't it?
Strange. Anyway. There's some autobiographies and some memoirs that we land on our desk, and this one in particular, Timmy, you couldn't put the damn thing down. It's an absolute ripper. What It Takes, Sam Doherty. It's a terrific story of grit, fight, courage, twice beating cancer and addiction with gambling. There's been mental health and injuries, 3-time ACLs and multiple injuries to all put that into a short...
He's only 33.
Life lived, and then only have just retired. I speak of Sam Doherty. Mate, welcome and congratulations on your story to date. And more than that, thanks for sharing it.
No worries. Thanks for having me on, firstly. But, as you've read out, it's a fair journey to go through in I'm trying to say young 33 years old, but
yes,
it feels like I've lived a couple of lifetimes in one. But no, I had a ball putting it out and getting it on pages with Conrad Marshall. He did an amazing job of getting all my thoughts and all my stories out onto page and written so well. But as you said, there's a fair few ups and downs throughout the journey.
Yeah, and hopefully more ups now, family and all that. Now, we have a saying at Nord, it's Latin fortis in Priscilla. Most football clubs have a Latin saying. It means strength in adversity, and we all try to live that. Sam, you did. I mean, 99% of footballers that play at your level would have not got cancer, and 99% of them would not have done 3 knee reconstructions. You're 0 from 2 there, Sam. I mean, it's an amazing journey, mate.
Maybe I'm a hidden Norwood person. Maybe, who knows? I'm in the wrong state, but no. As you said, I hit my fair share, and that's to say it lightly. It kind of felt for a few years there that every year had some form of really harsh lesson to be learnt by me, and it's funny though. I wouldn't do it any other way, which is a bit of a weird comment, but to be able to go through life and to learn as much as I have in my football career went for 13 or 14 years, and jam as much of life lessons into it and learn and grow and adapt and kind of change who I was and the way I think and develop so much gratitude and perspective on the world. It's more a gift than anything, which is a strange thing to say, but it didn't make getting over some of those things all that much easier in the moment.
How would you describe your personality style, Sam?
Personality style now?
Yeah.
So it's changed.
You would have had some moments, but I'm interested now.
Yeah, I think I'm well thought out to start with. I am quite stubborn at times, which I feel like you kind of need to be able to kind of go through what I've gone through and do able to kind of keep getting back up. Most people probably would have just said this is too much, too hard. I was too stubborn on wanting to make it as a footballer to give it away. But I think grateful is probably the new term that I definitely probably didn't have when I was younger. And I don't know, maybe it's not a trait that many young people have, but I don't know, I just feel very happy and content with my life, happy with where I'm at. Grateful to be able to have 2 healthy young kids, a loving wife, the career that I had, plus the opportunity to get to do what I do now, and then ultimately to be able to release a book. I'm a Phillip Island boy down south of Victoria in the country. Never in my wildest dreams did I think I'd be writing an autobiography that people actually wanted to buy and read about. It's pretty cool to sit here these days and with the perspective of all of that and kind of think of how far I've come in sort of 15 years since I left Phillip Island.
Well, I asked that question deliberately because I think the stubbornness is the bit that obviously kept you coming back after the 3 ACLs and the 2 bouts of testicular cancer. To be able to keep coming back, you got to be pretty stubborn and in your ways of trying to achieve. So I'd love those facts. But what I was wondering, the one where you've come back and rehabbed in 6 months, is that stubborn or is that a person that just wanted to shorten his career?
Stubborn or stupidity? They're probably the same. Probably the same coin, just different sides.
It's incredible. I don't know how you could have done that.
Well, to be honest, there's a bit that goes behind the scenes. I was a kind of all in at all costs through, and maybe that's part of rehab and being able to get back from these things. I was willing to lay it all on the line to risk failure, and I think that there's something in that in itself. And I made a decision at the start of that year, if I did my knee trying to get back to play finals, to try and take the club to the ultimate success. And if that meant that I failed and my career finished up, I kind of that sat really comfortably on my shoulders. And I think ultimately there's that aspect of it. Plus, I just trusted my ability to be able to do the work. There's a lot of life lessons in saying and thinking about things, but ultimately the best plans only work if you're willing to go the extra yard and put in the ultimate sort of amount of work ethic that you need to do to be able to do it. And I definitely had that in across my career.
Sam Doherty, our guest. It's an Affirm Press publication. It's a case-bound section, so dust jacket, 8-page, 4-colour insert in the middle, Timmy, with some nice gloss varnishes on it. I'll get to them in a minute.
You're very impressed with that.
It's a quality publication. You've got there's no chapters, which is weird, but Andrew Russell's in there. I read that chapter, if you like. How good was he for you and good for the club? And we're a little bit biased here. He's one of our much respected high-performance managers.
And he was called at Port Adelaide when we won the flag.
He was at Port Adelaide, yeah. Sam?
Yeah, he's an absolute superstar, and he kind of came. I think he came to the club when I did my second knee. So he essentially was there from number 2 ACL through to the back end of my career. And just an absolute superstar. Someone that I trusted wholeheartedly with my body and my mind. And I think he loved working with me because I was probably the type of athlete that he loved working with, guys that were a bit different and left the field in terms of their way of thinking. I always challenged the way he thought and what he said and made sure that we're on the same page and worked a program that suits us both. And someone asked me this at an event the other night about when I do go through rehabs, does the club full of the club support, ultimately the whole of the club support, but I was a big person for kind of getting the right people in the boat with you and making sure that team was kind of all small enough that you can have the conversations you need to have, but then ultimately once you're going, you're going. And he was unbelievable for me. A lot of the stuff that we went through, like going back-to-back ACLs and trying to rehab that, there's not many people who have done that, let alone testicular cancer and chemo and flying blind on those rehabs. We trusted his expertise of general fitness and footy knowledge. There wasn't exactly a rule book or a something to follow, so to speak, in terms of what rehab to do. So I also just loved the one thing I loved with Jack is, and he kind of let me do this, was I was just willing to explore the parts of the body and the mind that a lot of people aren't willing to go to, and I love that part of footy. It really you can really test yourself and test what's possible, and it shows you the power of the mind. And he was such a big advocate for that. So to help me through is you won't hear me say a bad word about Andrew Russell, that's for sure.
Well done. And the other chapter's Natalie Doherty, your lovely wife. Behind every good man, they say there's a better woman. I'm just going to read this out because your recollection of this that I read, Sam's a bit different. This is Nat. After 2 kids, recalling things is not my strong suit, but Sam and I met in year 7 and we did not like one another at the start. He bullied me. Boys are dumb. Your recollection is it was love at first sight. Mate, get on the same page, Sam.
Yeah, well, that's probably that's the exact thing of 2 perspectives, isn't it? She thought I bullied her. She thought I didn't like her. What was the old? You bully the girls that you like in school.
You were playing hard to get, Sam.
I wouldn't say I was playing hard to get. I was chasing her down.
But year 7. I mean, God, you'd be 11 or 12.
Yeah, we didn't go to primary school together and met in year 7 and started dating in year 9 and
goodness me.
Here we are, however many years later that is, with 2 kids and we've been married for nearly 6 years. So as you said, behind every great man is an even better girl, and I owe a lot of my life and success to her, and her ability to kind of keep me my head above water at times has been amazing. And it's amazing to kind of gone through so much in life with someone else and to be able to share that experience, even though it has been traumatic at times, to say the least.
Sam, Carlton itself, and we've got a couple of diehard Blue fans here at work who ride the highs and the lows, and you can see the passion coming out in them. But it's been an up and down journey, hasn't it, for the footy club itself? And of course, this year you yourself had some moments with them. How's your relationship with the club now? Because it's obviously into another segment with Josh Fraser at the helm, and then maybe another coach to come and the like. But how's your relationship now?
Yeah, the relationship's fine. It's not like I'm in there very much at all.
Yeah,
I'm in the media, so that you guys would understand this. It's to be honest and respectful and all of that in the media. Sometimes that's going to tread on toes of people, and I know it's definitely taken adjusting for me this year in terms of
learning that.
And then ultimately it's an adjustment for the fans. I've been at the football club for 14 years, and I've been in the same boat as them, and you never hear any player come out and say anything about their own club while they're there. But ultimately, my job is to critique and sit on the outside now. And as much as I like to protect them as much as I can, I'm also a very honest person, so I'm going to give my opinion where it's there. So. But it's been a really interesting year and a lot of learning, and transitioning out of footy has got its challenges. Definitely trying to navigate a new world into a new job whilst trying to do it at your best, whilst giving your own values and what you like to live. It's definitely got its challenges, but we're fine. I speak to Cripper very regularly, and Kirsch 250th this week, and I'm off to the game as a supporter this weekend, which I'm really looking forward to. I haven't been, because I commentate them all the time, but I don't go and just sit in the stands. So I'm taking my daughter, first time us going just to the footy together. So I'm very excited for the weekend.
That's great news.
Well, it is an inspirational memoir. It's in all good bookstores. It's an Affirm press publication, and it's a classy little number that you'd put on your coffee table, pick up. You won't be able to put it down. It's a great read. Sam, just simply thanks for sharing, because there's some adversity in that, and you've shown great strength. Thanks for your time.
No worries. Thanks for getting me on to have a chat about it.
Well done.
Thanks,
Sam Doherty there. Go and get it. It's a great read. Now, people have fought over this. There's that many bloody Carlton people here.
Carlton family. They love it.
Once you're a Carlton boy, you're a Carlton boy. Great read. Sam Doherty, our guest.
It certainly is. It's time for a break. We'll check traffic. Next, Riley O'Brien's in the studio with us, and we'll have the teams for Crows and Port.
Seeing quite big delays to the drive home at Jepp's Cross. Due to a crash on Bryans Road near Grand Junction Road. Delays are outbound there. Linden Park, more delays with the smash Port Rice Road near Mariner Street, and level crossing fault causing all kinds of headaches tonight at Salisbury. It's on Pike Terrace near the Salisbury Highway. Cameras, Clayton Road, Salisbury, Eastern Judd Road at Elizabeth tonight. For nearly 40 years, Starlight's been creating happiness for seriously ill children, and you can too by making a regular monthly donation at starlight.org.au. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
Rowey and Timmy G, the 5AA Sports Show. After a solid few weeks, the Crows were again taught a football lesson by the mighty Magpies.
This is as big a dagger to the Crows as we've seen this year.
Finals are still in the picture, but the Crows need to work on their game.
Little handball, now kick a goal, I think he's got it. It's Ben Keys.
Sunday arvo on 5AA, the Crows face the Bombers, live from Marvel Stadium in Melbourne.
Captain Fantastic gets the Crows away.
AFL live on 5AA, always Adelaide.
Barbara Streisand, her music and life come alive in The Way We Were. Starring award-winning singer-songwriter, performer and storyteller Melinda Schneider. Melinda brings to life hits like You Don't Bring Me Flowers, Evergreen, Woman in Love, and many more. Saturday, August 8 at Her Majesty's Theatre. For tickets, go to thewaywewere.com.au.
It's time to complete your census. We need to hear from everyone to help plan for Australia's future. If you know where you'll be on census night, Tuesday the 11th of August, you can complete the form for your household as soon as you get your instructions. Complete the census for your household online, by paper, or with help from census staff. Whoever you are, we need to hear from you. Every answer matters. For more on how to complete, visit census.abs.gov.au. Authorised by the Australian Bureau of Statistics, Canberra.
I was on the streets for 4 years. You would be surprised on what you take for granted. Just as something as simple as a hot cup of coffee, even a clean pair of socks.
Step up to end homelessness by supporting Hutt Street Centre's Walk a Mile in My Boots. Register or donate today. walkamile.org.au.
I don't know what I'd do without that help.
Rundle Street East is where Adelaide comes to feel inspired. This vibrant city boulevard balances historic charm and modern sophistication. Discover leading Australian fashion labels like Victoria & Woods, Assembly Label, Morrison, Caliber and Saba, alongside sought-after lifestyle brands like Honey and Gorman. From long lunches to late nights, cafes, restaurants and wine bars spill onto the street, shaping a place to linger, return to and rediscover. This is Rundle Street East.
Okay, what's new?
In his podcast, Better Than Yesterday, Osher Günsberg is the best company. And when you listen to his podcast, you'll always hear something you need to hear. A little perspective can go a long way.
It truly is a blueprint for what can happen when you set out to achieve a dream which seems absolutely impossible.
So keep good company with Better Than Yesterday. Your reminder that progress beats perfection. On the 5AA Player app.
You've worked hard, raised families, built a life. Now it's your time. At Living Choice Flagstaff Hill Retirement Village, wellness and comfort aren't extras. They're every day. Retirement is your time to focus on living well by taking advantage of the magnesium pool, staying active in the gym, or unwinding in the cinema with friends. Here, luxury living meets lasting well-being with beautiful move-in ready apartments waiting for you. Discover the retirement you deserve. Book your tour today at livingchoice.com.au.
35 years of down-to-earth family service, backed by modern premises, means you can rely on Pro Paint and Panel.
Rowey and Timmy G, the 5AA Sports Show.
7 minutes to 6. Oh boy, what a host of changes we're about to go through for both Crows and Port Adelaide. Loads and loads of changes. And to help us through it is Riley O'Brien, and another swear jar pledge from Buy Urban is that Riley O'Brien swears to deliver the latest Crows news and insights.
Crows big man Riley O'Brien. On the 5AA Sports Show.
Well, there's 6 changes, or 5, we're not really too sure, but I'll whiz through the names. Riley O'Brien, welcome.
Thanks, guys.
So Keen's back after having a runny nose. Braden Cook had a rest. Archie's had a bit of a stringer-ding-ding. Billy Dowling's been named. Oscar Ryan on debut. Congratulations, Archie. Ludowick as well, and Lockie Scholl out. Miller with a hammy. Finbar Marley Sam Berry managed and James Peatling is injured. Now, you'd imagine if Keane's back, maybe Nick Murray's out. So 5 or 6 changes, and one of them's not you, Riley.
Not this
You
week,
must
nah.
stink.
Yeah, I know. Everyone, today, it was you get a game, but not you. So a lot of guys are coming in,
Yeah, look,
but
you get
not
a
me
car,
today.
you get a car.
Yeah. But no, there's a lot of changes. Obviously, guys coming back from being rested and being sick last week, and a couple of debutants, which is very exciting.
Murray didn't do a stringy, did he?
He hurt himself a little bit at training, so he's getting a scan this afternoon. It was nothing major, but it looked like a soft tissue sort of injury, and hopefully it's a very minor one.
What can you tell us about Oscar Ryan?
Oscar, he's been on the list for 3 years now, and he's played some great footy down back. He's got some speed, got some dash, takes a running bounce or two, and gets his man done really well. So he'll slot into a half back and join that back six.
So he goes in and tell us about Archie. Now I made a call, and you can shoot me down. Should have played last week. It's a admission of fault with selection because Finbar went in over top of him. Now he's out and Archie's in.
Yeah, you went the early crow, didn't you, Rowey? Got it last week.
Well, my mail was good.
Your mail was strong. He was very much in contention last week, but he's in this week. So
tell us about him.
He's actually got Sri Lankan heritage, which is a fun fact.
Okay.
But as a player, he can take a serious mark. He goes up to contests, and you don't think he's going to pull it down, and he pulls down a lot of big clunks. So and moves really well. He's almost 200 centimetres.
Wow.
Really rangy. Plays a bit like an Aaron Cadman type, like a really athletic sort of forward. Aaron Cadman.
Who the hell's
from
he?
GWS, a pick one from 3 years ago.
Would not even know his name.
No, good player. Okay.
Well, is he in their team, GWS?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a good player. Anyway, he's a very rangy, athletic forward who can take a big mark.
Okay. Now, I thought McAndrew might have been rested. I think he's starting to get a bit tired, but you brought up a really good point. There's a 10-day break between the two.
Yeah, obviously with the game last Thursday and then a game this Sunday, it's a pretty good break. It's almost a bye in that sort of window. So he gets a good rest to go again.
Now, there's 4 definite outs. Please tell me they're going to try and get Calamarchi some game time and back into it. He's got a month because he is a Mr. September. Proven.
Yeah,
Mr.
absolutely.
September.
He's a proven finals player.
So we need to get
4
him in the
goals in a
team.
grand final and played some great roles as a defensive forward in Brisbane's premiership runs. And yeah, he's had some annoying injuries for him, but yeah, hopefully back in and back in for the long run.
And Mark Keane's back, and I'm being facetious there, a runny nose. It's been going around. There's a 100-day cold and all sorts. God, look at me. I was off again yesterday. It's an awful thing. I'd imagine Nick Murray might have to make way for him because Ball Ace has taken that position with both hands.
Yeah, James Ball Ace, who was probably the 4th pick defender at the start of the year, and now he's come in and played some great footy. He's been a rock of Gibraltar back there, and he's been unbelievable. So, so Keeney's back into the squad, and as you said, a bit of a runny nose this week. I probably would have played with it, but he's he's Irish. He's not as tough as us Aussies.
Did you watch the Irish Grand Final the other night?
Yeah, and I heard about the story. You hear about the story about the
curse.
The curse. Yeah, they've broken the curse finally.
What an amazing curse!
Wow, yeah, it's incredible.
Apparently, they came past the funerals. Sam was saying, and you're supposed to pay your respects, and they were hooting and hollering because they'd won, of course, and the like. And the priest went, nah. He cursed them and said they will, for as long as they live, they will not win another championship, and they didn't.
75 years later.
The last player was passed away in 2023. So here we are, 2026.
They've lost 12 grannies of their grand finals since, and they've won their first one since.
Goodness me. Essendon under the lid.
Yeah, I reckon we win.
Cannot lose. Did you see them last week?
I saw them the week before, though, Rowey. They did beat the Giants under the lid the week before.
They've got 8 ins and 5 outs at this point.
They're going to make 7 changes. Nick Cox, he was going to be anything on the wing, 200 centimetres. He's been omitted. Ben Mackay's been omitted. He's only on about $2 million a year. What's wrong with him?
Yeah, they've been trying him forward and back, I think, Rowey, and he hasn't quite found his form this year, but yeah, he had
There's some big changes.
Yeah, a lot of changes.
I've got to say, Ben and it's Harry, his brother, isn't it? Yeah. You know, they don't fill me with the great joy as far as being resilient and tough and being able to ride things out. They seem just a bit,
Well, you know, when there's twins or brothers, when you're in the backyard, you can knock the suitcase out of each other.
That normally brings up a bit of the fight and resilience, doesn't it?
Maybe they were in the cubby house playing with dolls.
Or maybe shaking hands before the game or something. Yeah,
I don't know. What were they doing? What were you doing as a kid?
I had two older brothers. I was getting bashed. I was the youngest.
That's what you want.
Resilience.
Getting sorted out.
You want that. It's
toughened up.
It's developing your grit.
It is good. Having an older brother's good to sort you out.
I got chased by one of my brothers because I'd brought home a trophy that was bigger than theirs.
Oh, really?
And his was on the mantelpiece right in the middle as the biggest. And when he saw mine, he said, "You big-headed little..." And he chased me down, belted me, and then gave me the typewriter.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, you know, the typewriter, bing.
Probably good for you, I reckon. Maybe needed a few more, maybe.
I could have been your right if that didn't happen.
My older brother's only 10 months older than me, so Mum, a good Catholic girl, just pumped them out. 4 kids in 5 years. My brother's favourite, like if your dog did a poo, we had dogs when we were younger.
Oh, no.
Dogs and that.
Yeah.
And they, on the lawn for about a month, they go crusty white, so you can actually pick them up. But on the inside, it's steamy, smelly. He would just crack them on my forehead like an egg. And,
wonderful.
Wow. And you'd smell like a dog crap for weeks because it got in all your crevices in your ears.
Of course, yeah.
But pick up a white dog poo. You won't smell it on your fingers. But you break the seal.
Yeah, right.
There's a little trick for all those kids out there.
I don't think it was happening in the Mackay household, quite frankly. I don't think they were doing that.
Hey, Rob, we'll see you against Richmond the week after because I think they'll need to rest McAndrew at some stage.
Well, hopefully, mate. Hopefully. We'll see how we go. So hopefully a win this week for the boys under the lid and we'll go from there.
An important game for your Sandford side. You've got to play the Panthers down in Noarlunga and you win, you're a real step towards finals this year. So
that'd be good. It'd be good to
go well.
Playing finals as well.
Well, fair fact that there's net.
Well, Crow supporters might want to see Sandford finals, Rowey. I think that's not a bad thing.
No,
Port Adelaide, just quickly as well, their team's dropped. Will Lorenz and Harrison Ram are going to come into the side while Zirk Thatcher's omitted and Logan Evans is injured. So we'll go through those after the 6 o'clock news. And, of course, by Urban Swear Jar is about their pledge to do everything possible to make your bathroom or kitchen renovation experience the best it can possibly be. They swear by it at buyurban.com.au. Stick around as well. Your chance to win locker room tickets still to come.
The 5AA Sports Show, Rowey and Timmy G.
Local news and information first. This is 5AA News. Always Adelaide.
Cloudy down to 7 tonight, cloudy tomorrow and 15. With the 6 o'clock news, I'm Mel Usher. An elderly man at Pennington has minor injuries after a vehicle went into his house this afternoon. It happened at the intersection of Addison Road and Gill Street. A van went through the T-junction and crashed through a fence, then into a parked car and the side of the house. The driver, a 34-year-old local man, was not injured in the crash. He's been reported for driving without due care and will be summoned to front court at a later date. A man has been charged with attempted murder following yesterday's incident at Elizabeth East, in which a police officer was allegedly stabbed in the neck, and there's been a bedside court hearing in hospital. The 27-year-old remains in intensive care with non-life-threatening injuries. The injured senior constable is expected to remain in hospital for several days. A state funeral was held today for a South Australian World War II veteran. Flying Officer Raymond Merrill died at the age of 103. Warrant Officer Drew Bennett spoke during the service.
Calm under pressure, utterly committed to his mates and prepared to put himself in harm's way to protect others.
The Greens say proposed cuts to the NDIS would have a devastating effect on the workforce. The Senate inquiry into a government bill aimed at limiting the scheme's growth resumed hearings today. If it's passed, there would be 160,000 fewer participants by 2031. Greens disability spokesperson Jordan Steele-John says thousands more would be left out of a job.
By the government's own admission, these cuts will have a devastating impact on the workforce, on support workers, on the allied health professions that form the core of our care economy. So many jobs will be lost if this legislation is passed through.
Now turning to 5AA Sport, and 2 new faces will pull on the boots for the Crows this weekend. Draftee Archie Ludowick and third-year Crow Oscar Ryan. They've been named in the round 21 squad ahead of Sunday's game against Essendon. Riley O'Brien has told Rowey and Timmy G about Ludowick on the field.
He was very much in contention last week, but he's in this week. As a player, he can take a serious mark. He goes up to contests and you don't think he's going to pull it down, and he pulls down a lot of big clunks. So and moves really well. He's almost 200 centimetres.
Wow.
Plays a bit like an Aaron Cadman type.
Braden Cook, who was managed last week, and Mark Keane are both in line to make a return. Callum Archie has also been named in the extended squad. Billy Dowling and Lachlan Scholl round out the inclusions. Port Adelaide have made 2 changes to their team to host GWS on Saturday night as Willem Drew celebrates his 150th AFL game. Harrison Ram and Will Lorenz both come into the side to replace the injured Logan Evans, with Brandon Zirk-Thatcher omitted. Well, Collingwood will unveil a new pre-game ritual against the Cats tonight. They're looking for an anthem, so will run out to a song of their choosing. And in the second round of the Washington Tennis Open, top seed Alex de Minaur will take on Cruz Hewitt, the 17-year-old son of Aussie tennis legend Leighton. Now checking 5AA traffic.
At Linden Park, a smash on Port Rush Road near Mariner Street with some solid delays still. Salisbury level crossing fault on Park Terrace near the Salisbury Highway, and a breakdown on the north-south motorway near the Wingfield interchange causing delays tonight. Camera, Salisbury Highway Dry Creek to look out for. Power up Android at Telstra. Discover great deals on the latest Android phones on Australia's best mobile network. Visit Telstra today. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
Now the 5AA forecast.
Get the Toyota Forklift Advantage. Visit toyotamaterialhandling.com.au.
Cloudy down to 7 tonight, cloudy tomorrow 15. Saturday mostly sunny and 15. Sunday showers increasing 16. Right now it's 11 degrees. Now let's hear what's happening on 9 News tonight.
Brenton Radless.
We begin tonight with breaking news.
With the news that matters to you.
The government insists it's a win for the state's economy.
9 News is covering the stories that matter to South Australians.
Brazen daylight firebombing attack at the Torrensville supermarket.
Adelaide is your city. 9 is your news.
Go Harvey Norman. Buy with no deposit 60 months interest-free on a participating Latitude credit card and get a bonus gift card up to $1,000. Furniture, bedding, TVs, fridges, computers and more. Shop with no deposit 60 months interest-free on a participating credit card from Latitude Financial Services and get a bonus $100 gift card for every $1,000 you spend. Monthly credit card fee currently $11.95 applies. Subject to change. New customers must be approved. Minimum finance $1,000. Equal monthly payments. T's and C's, charges and product exclusions. Don't miss this huge offer at Harvey Norman now.
If your last experience with a massage involved a bit of squeezing and a bit of shaking, Feel Good Massage Chairs would like a word. When you try a Feel Good massage chair, you'll experience a world of difference. Feel Good Massage Chairs provide a therapeutic massage to improve circulation, joint stiffness and muscle recovery. Imagine unlimited massages for you and your whole family. Feel the difference with a Feel Good massage chair. Visit their head office showroom on Port Road or at Marion.
Exetel's $80 a month internet plan is on sale never, because we don't care what day it is. Black Friday, Cyber Monday, Boxing Day, or your Nan's birthday. Sorry, Nan. You'll get award-winning 500 megabit per second internet for $80 every single day. No codes, no countdowns, no catch. And best of all, there's no price hikes. We keep it just the way you like. So hurry, or don't! One plan, one price. Exetel. Typical evening speed, 500 over 40 megabits per second. T's and C's apply.
Shower time. The best time of the...
Is that a crack in my grout?
Cracks mean leaks. Hidden damage.
Watery damage. The home we love falling apart around us.
We should move out.
Got grout out? Time to call the Grout Guy.
We'll take the old grout out and put the new grout in.
It's not one big moment. It's the little things. Missed meals, a messy home, forgotten appointments. And you start wondering, does mum or dad need support? Of course they still want to stay at home. That's where LifeCare can help. LifeCare's guidance service helps to answer your questions and navigate you through the process, step by step. From how quickly support can start to who'll be there each visit, so you're not figuring it out alone. Start with a conversation today. Visit lifecare.org.au.
The news and issues that matter to South Australia. Always Adelaide. This is 5AA.
Car accident? You should have the freedom to choose your trusted repairer. Choose Pro Paint and Panel.
Rowey and Timmy G, the 5AA Sports Show.
8 minutes after 6. We are still taking your calls on 82230000, so get involved in the program. Jason Stubby Holder has won his 4th Jockeys Premiership this year. We're very, very proud of him. He's going to join us on the show very, very soon. And we want you to get along to the footy on Saturday night.
Timmy G!
You've been very, very patient, Port fans. If you want to get along to the locker room, we are playing the quiz right now. 8223 is the number, so call in and Timmy will do his nearest the pin competition. But we have to go through these teams real quick because, boy, there's a lot of you have just joined us for both Crows and Port Adelaide.
Yeah, so it's hard to work through, but I think there's going to be 6 in, 6 outs. And a lot of this is what I would do, but I think this is how it's going to land. Keane is back in, so that means Nick Murray needs to go out because I think Ball Ace has got that spot. Finbar Marley, we know, has already been out, so Ludovic comes in as that third tall, if you want to call it that way. Oscar Ryan comes in on debut, and well done to those two lads because Miller is out. Look, we hope it's not a hammy, but we've got 4 weeks to get his body right. Let's be careful with that. Cook definitely comes back in. He gets a wing. Peatling obviously is being managed or injured or out. And then Archie comes in for Toby Murray. And I think that's just a tall for a small because you've now got Ludovic. That works well for me. So that would suggest to me Dan Curtin's going into the midfield. But more so than that, with those 6 changes, it would suggest to me that Thilthorpe will ruck as the second ruck. Well, hella frickin' luya. And if I could swear after 6, it wouldn't have been frick, it would have been something else.
About enough fruity language tonight.
No, Timmy,
thanks, mate.
Hallelujah.
Quickly, Port Adelaide's team from you, Timmy G.
All right, Timmy.
Yes, well...
6 changes, by the way.
Yeah, only a couple of changes. Logan Evans having shoulder surgery. He's out. Zerk Thatcher omitted. Harrison Ram coming in for Zerk Thatcher, and Will Lorenz coming in for Logan Evans. So that's changed up beautifully there.
Very, very good. Okay, so we are taking your calls on 8223 0000. We'll get to them in just a second, but first, let's give you a chance to win FIVEAA locker room tickets.
I'm Timmy G. Oi.
Okay, here we go. Without going over, nearest the pin. We established that last night very clearly with Scott Camporeale. He didn't like the rules at all,
Didn't
but
he?
the rules are the rules.
Come on,
and
Campo.
this is to win locker room tickets, of course. Adriano, you're going first.
Okay.
And the question is...
Yes.
Port lost to the GWS in a semi-final in 2023. How many more clearances did the Giants have for the game? I'll give you a clue. It's between 1 and 20.
11.
Thank you, Adriano. Michelle,
Yes, hello.
how many are you going for?
Oh my God. For 5.
For 5. Yep, no worries. Let's go to Andrew's Farm. G'day, Rob. How many more clearances did the Giants have that night?
Jeez, I'll have to go 14.
Thank you, Rob. Let's go Mike at Paynham.
Okay, guys.
How many more clearances did the Giants have that night?
I'm going to say 16.
16?
16?
Yep.
Right.
Thank you. Let's go Melbourne. Darren?
G'day, guys. I'm not sure if I didn't hear the last one, but I'm going to say 16.
Okay, we've had that one from Mike.
Oh, you have?
Yep.
All right. Well, how about I go 17 then, please?
17 for Darren. Let's go Ralph at Glenelg.
No, Ralph's not playing the quiz.
Isn't he?
Nah, Ralph's...
No, Ralph, just stay there.
hang on, Clicky Potty.
Okay. Yes, we did have 5 entrants there, and it's nearest the pin without going over. And that, nearest the pin, was Mike. Congratulations, Mike. 16 on the knocker, mate. Right on the knocker.
My 2 favourite players, Frederick and Ollie's number.
And Ollie Wines, of course. Yeah, good number 16. So I float back a bit further, a bit of Darryl Borlace and a bit of Paul Belton. There's some good number 16s.
Paul Belton is one of my teachers at Black Friday.
Oh, there you go. There you go, Mike. Classic. Well done, mate. Who are you going to take to the locker room with you?
I'll take my son.
Excellent.
Oh, well done.
You'll have a great night, mate. You'll get Halftime Village. You'll get a 5-hour beverage package. It'll be awesome, mate. All because Port Adelaide are taking on GWS this Saturday night. PortAdelaideFC.com.au for tickets.
Congratulations, Mike. Let's get to our callers. We've been talking about when did you get caught on the back of Clicky Ponting. If you haven't caught up with that reference, there was a English village cricketer who's been clicking his fingers as the ball goes past the bat and been fooling the umpire for thinking it's an edge and got in a lot of trouble. Let's go to Glenelg. Hi, Ralph.
G'day, guys. I was reminded of this little story because it's a similar on-field act in a way. The cover drive went out towards the fieldsman in the covers, and he's had to make a few steps to his right, and he's bent down there, and he's actually taken the ball cleanly, but he's pretended that he hasn't, and he's shot off towards the boundary with the ball in his hand. Batsman, yeah, let's run. Turned around, over the stumps, run out.
Oh, that's clever. See, that's not cheating. That's clever, Ralph.
Wow.
That's
Ralph,
very
I
good.
don't mind that. That's
Like it. Thanks for sharing, mate. Hello, Katoggio.
Hey, Vinny.
G'day, guys. Look, I was playing indoor cricket one night, and the chap, he was really frightened on the batting side of it, right? So I said to the boys, let's get him all frightened up, right? And so when he went for his shot, we all screamed, run, 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 Rick, run. He ran all the time until we screaming, run, Rick, run. He never stopped. He got out 6 times.
Of course, you lose 5 runs every time. That's 30 runs.
Vinny, give us another run, Rick, go. You sound like me.
Yeah.
Give us one.
You run.
He's got the same cold as me. Hello, Billy.
Hello, gentlemen. Listen, there's a couple of things I want to say. Last week when you're talking to Tony Francis, there was a chap that he missed that came over to Collingwood from Norwood.
Yeah?
And that was Mike Taylor. I thought, what's the matter with you guys? The great old Kingo Taylor. Yeah. He went over there as well and came back and coached the Mighty Blood.
Yeah.
But also, that talk with Mike Turton and I, fellas, that was so real and so open and so down to earth. That was just fantastic. And thanks for the chap as well, Mike. And also, what's happened to...
He's real.
Yeah. What's happened to the young Edwards lad? He was the bee's knees at the start of the year and he's dropped off the radar, something wicked.
Yeah, Charlie Edwards for the Crows.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's happened?
Well, he could be jaded, he could be tired, he could be out of form. Football's a long season. It's a long, brutal season. Long, brutal season. Actually, just speaking to Riley O'Brien, and I hope he doesn't mind us sharing this because off air it should be done on air, but he was peaking about now at his powers, and he reckons his form tapered off. This is last year. And he'd wished that he was managed. And his advice would probably be that McAndrew, we don't want to do the same thing, but once bitten, twice shy. And it was a good point he made. I didn't realise it's a 10-day break, so it's a bit like a bye. So that's why McAndrew's playing this week. But it sounds like the planning would be that McAndrew would miss the week after and Rob might come back. But if you've got enough wins to get where you need to get to, you've got to manage your team. Crows have got 6 changes. 6 changes.
Wow.
So it'll be a 6-day break into a home game the following week against Richmond. So maybe an opportunity there.
Richmond are as bad as Essendon, let's face it. I think they're bottom, aren't they, Richmond?
They are.
Good news is Dan Curtin looks like he's going to ruck. They've given us a side of that. And the other good news is, Riley, Dan Curtin's going to ruck. Did I say Rick?
Dan Curtin's not going to ruck.
Dan Curtin's going to
play in the
midfield.
Wow.
Sorry. and Riley Thilthorpe
is
will second ruck. Yeah. Sorry, I've got to... That's what happens when you get dyslexia and you've got a cold, a runny nose and you lose your voice. And
sounds like a lot of excuses to me.
Get 6:20 and after the break, we've got the stubby hole.
The old triple threat, eh? 17 after 6.
The 5AA Sports Show. Rowey and Timmy G.
Our Undy Drive is back for another year, supporting Hutt Street Centre and Catherine House, raising funds to provide clean underwear for those who are less fortunate.
And once again, this year, there's more ways than ever for you to get involved, including heading to your local Foodland to make a $2 donation with your shopping.
It is indeed that easy, Stacey. And don't forget, you can still head to 5AAundydrive.com.au anytime to donate.
All thanks to Foodland. With more stores close to home and everyday low prices, great food lives at Foodland, the mighty South Aussies.
Say hello to some huge savings on the latest generation of iPhone at Optus. It's got a striking new design, powered by the A19 Pro chip, advanced camera systems, and best battery life ever on an iPhone. Right now, save $300 on iPhone 17 Pro with the device payment plan and an active SIM plan. Make the smart move and visit an Optus store today. Ends 4th August. Discount forfeited if you cancel early. Terms apply.
You can get a nice hot shower, a decent meal, and then to get your clothes washed. Do you know how good it feels just to put on clean clothes? People don't understand exactly how bad it is out there.
Step up to end homelessness by supporting Hutt Street Centre's Walk a Mile in My Boots. Register or donate today. walkamile.org.au.
Australia's favourite country rock band, the Wolf Brothers, are in South Australia this weekend on their Australian-made tour. With 15 golden guitars, 5 #1 albums and 20 #1 singles, the Wolf Brothers are known for delivering the most exciting live show in Australian country music. Catch the Wolf Brothers this Friday at the Gov in Adelaide and this Saturday at the Barossa Arts Centre in Tanunda. Special guest is the amazing Taylor Moss. Book your seats now on thewolfbrothers.com.
The ground guy will take the old grout out and put the new grout in. We'll fix your leaking shower, make it brand new and sparkling. The ground guy, he's your man. The ground guy, the ground guy, the ground guy.com.au.
Mawson Lakes Volkswagen has a problem. Too many Volkswagens, not enough space. Yep, they're overstocked, and that's very good news for you because every demo is priced to clear, like right now. Their solution? A huge demo clearance with hot prices. But that's not all. They're offering immediate delivery and finance so easy, you'll wonder why you didn't do this sooner. But don't wait. These demo Volkswagens won't sit around for long. Mawson Lakes Volkswagen, Salisbury Highway, just a short drive from the city.
Booking.com is the easiest way from counting down the minutes to flying where time doesn't matter. Go on. Book that trip. It's easy. Booking.com. Booking.yeah.
35 years of down-to-earth family service, backed by modern premises, means you can rely on Pro Paint and Panel.
Rowey and Timmy G, the 5AA Sports Show.
21 minutes after 6. Congratulations to Peter at Parkside. Great call earlier about the Mike Turner story he had. You've won yourself a $50 voucher to Colac at Port Adelaide. They have amazing share plates and wood fire ovens, their bootleg social aspect, and their premium dining at Elliott's, or cocktails and waterfront views upstairs. Colac really does have something for everyone. Jason Stubby Holder's going to join us in just a moment. He's got some little giveaways tonight. Have we got them here?
Some stubby holders.
Good. Well, I do believe, I haven't got them personally, but there's 3 amazing stubby holders to be given away. So you can give us a call on 8223 0055 if you want to get one of these historic.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
He's four-time.
Well, here he is. I'm telling you, this is an amazing achievement after doing it and winning the Jockeys Premiership in 95, 96, 2003, 04 and 15 and 16. He's done it again at the very tender age of 50. Jason Stubby Holder, welcome. Congratulations.
Thanks, Timmy G and Rowey. Just going back to the stubby holders, I think I owe you one, Timmy G, for getting beat on World Game. I heard you tip it a couple of weeks ago, and then I heard Tezza talking to you about it a couple of days after, and I'm going, oh, yeah, that was me. And unfortunately, she hit a really heavy track, mate, so I just thought I'd let you know.
Oh, you're a good man. I appreciate that. That's an it makes me feel a bit better.
Yeah.
I've been in the bit of the doldrums, mate, but how does it feel? Like, I'm thinking to myself, when you perhaps win a championship a bit younger, like, say, 95, 96, I reckon sometimes they're so much better when you're older and more mature. Does it feel that way now?
Yeah, 100%, Timmy G. I feel like, as the years have progressed, I wasn't happy with my last probably couple of seasons, and I just I thought I was inconsistent. Just too many seconds. Like I had something like 58 seconds and 48 first. I'm thinking, geez, if I can change it around and start riding more winners, things I could be very competitive and probably win another premiership. So. A lot went behind the scenes with my manager, Sharice. We had to change things like with we ride a little bit heavier now, but that gives us the opportunity just to go to the race a little bit fresher.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Stubby, is it your birthday today?
It is, my friend. Yeah.
Are you 50 today? Are you 50 today?
Yeah, 51, I'd have to say.
Oh,
yeah,
mate,
yeah.
well done.
So, you've got me, Rowey. I'm pretty quiet with my age, but you know what? I'm making the most of it, and I'm really proud of where I'm at and what I'm achieving at the moment.
Incredible
Bloody oath. Well, to think 35 years after you first did it, now you're still riding them well. Stub, you might, because you've ridden that many bloody winners, 2,260 over that journey. Can you remember my first winner as an owner for the McDonald's stable when we were on Mondo Magic? You got that one over the line. I've never been that excited in all my life.
Yeah, you're a good owner to ride for, Rowey. No, and we also I reckon you had one for John O'Connor as well. From memory.
I did. Yes, I did.
Yeah. I do remember that. I remember a lot of my winners, especially my first one. I was very lucky to be apprenticed to Leon McDonald. Obviously, he's retired now, but I still catch up with him nearly every week, which is great.
Fantastic.
So I'm lucky. I think what you were talking about earlier too, Timmy, I'm very lucky that I've still got the same connections and I still ride for the same trains when I started.
Wow.
So, and I just think they just know I go out there, do my best, and I want the best for the horse. So I'm very lucky in that respect.
Yeah, that's incredible. Now, I'm amazed to hear that it was your mum that got you into racing. She had a great love and passion for it.
Yeah, she loves racing, and to this day she still does. Yeah. I think, she keeps to herself. And she rang me up. I rode a couple of winners the other day, and she was at the pub, and she always keeps to herself and doesn't tell anybody, that she's my mother. And I won 2 races. Apparently the crowd was going off, and for the first time she said, "That's my son," riding those winners. So that was a very big moment for me. And people go, they're just premierships. What do they mean? But I've had a lot of people over the past six months in particular. I know that I was having a good run, and they just got right behind me. So. And obviously, Terry, he'd remind me every time when I was in front, and then when they were getting closer, every time he interviewed me, he goes, "Now, Stubby, you're only 2 in front now." Yeah, I know that, Tez. Thanks for reminding me, mate. But he kept me on my toes, and that's why we love him, because he's as competitive as I am. So he knew how much it would mean to me if I'd won it.
What about your overseas experiences? I'm interested in racing Singapore, Macau. I went for a mate's 60th earlier this year. We went to Hong Kong and Mauritius, of all places. That's one place I never would have thought there was racing going on. Yeah, that was a great experience, mate. I had the opportunity back in the day. If you rode so many winners, that's all you wanted to do was go overseas and try to be competitive. And it was just the experience was great. I found Hong Kong was very good. I was only there for 3 months, but I found that competitive there with the best jockeys. And Macau had a lot of luck there. I raced 68 winners there in a year. And Mauritius, that was okay, but that was probably more character building, and I just wanted to get home. So, and I was in Queensland for a while. And it's great to be able to have success outside of Adelaide, but it's always good to come home. And I'm lucky enough, because of my age, we only race probably twice a week, what I do, and that gives me the opportunity to race and then just relax, have a really good balanced lifestyle. So I'm very fortunate enough that I still get the opportunities, and the trainers, they still put me on. So I'm lucky for that, expect that I can hone in my craft here in Adelaide. How many winners left in Jason Holder?
Oh, I like it, Timmy G. Well, I haven't ridden 100 winners in a season yet. I've ridden 99. Wow. So you know what? I'd love to ride 100. That would be a nice feat. So that would be nice. But I'm going to keep going. I'm doing things. I'm going to yoga, and I'm in a good mental space at the moment. Awesome. I'm really enjoying riding, because I used to go to the races and ride light, or obviously lose too much weight and feel a bit flat going to the races. But now that I've put my weight up a little bit, we really manage my weight better, and I'm just enjoying racing. And it's just going the races, and just happy to be there, which is great.
Oh, mate, we're going to ride them with you all the way, Stubby. Congratulations once again. Happy birthday, and just keep doing it, mate. We love it. Me and Tez will talk about it every Friday.
Thanks, Timmy. Thanks, Timmy G. Thanks, Ray. And plus, guys, I've got 3 Stubby holders here that signed, and, you obviously got great listeners. My best mate, Chris Boss, he loves your show, and I'm happy to hand them out.
Beautiful, mate. 82230055. Give us a ring now and get one of those Jason Stubby holders, our guest. Cheers, mate.
Absolutely brilliant. Thank you to Jason for his time, and congratulations again, 4 premierships. What an absolute star.
What a champion.
That is
amazing,
outstanding,
mate.
really.
If you ever witnessed a jockey's lifestyle, what they have to go through to ride is phenomenal. And this man's been doing it since, 16 years of age,
and
all through to today, 51 wins the premiership. That is standing ovation stuff, Stubby.
It really is. Marco, Dan, David, congrats. Stubbies all round for you guys. Let's head to Mile quickly. Brenton. G'day, Brenton.
How you going, fellas?
Hey, Brenton.
Just ringing in regards to, getting away with cheating or whatever. I don't think it was really cheating. My father-in-law was Billy Thomas.
Yeah.
Cheeky Charlie. He played for Port Adelaide and North Adelaide in the 50s and 60s.
Right.
And he used to be a guy who could whistle and sounded like a umpire's whistle.
Oh, brilliant.
And I remember he was playing one game, he got beat. The ball came over the back. He got beaten for the ball. A guy was going to pick the ball up and clear the ball, but he blew the whistle. The guy got absolutely upset. Didn't chase the ball. He came running through, picked the ball up, and kicked the goal.
How good is that?
And
Brett,
the
I
umpire
love
came up.
That's good.
That was well done once, but do it again. I might have to report it.
Oh, that's brilliant, Brenton. That's a great story. I love it. That $50 power voucher.
Yeah, we
That
got a
is
Powers voucher
fantastic.
for you. Well done to Brenton. Time for a break. It's 6:30 on a Thursday night, which means we are done for the evening. But next, we're taking you to the MCG, where it is Thursday night footy to kick off round 21. Boy, we are right into the run home to finals now. It's Collingwood and the Cats.
Rowey and Timmy G. The 5AA Sports Show. Will Goodings.